Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Who's is everybody ready to see the Halloween overlay? The one that I've put hours upon hours and many sleepless nights in. The one like it's kept me up. I'm like I gotta give them the perfect overlay. Something that'll really spook their socks off and be like, oh my gosh, this is Halloween, right? Are you all ready? Yeah, it is spooky. Let me know if you're ready. Let me know. Let me know. Cause it's a bit spooky. I'll tell you right now. It's pretty spooky. So just let me know if you're good to go, and we'll go. I don't wanna scare y'all. I don't wanna give y'all a heart attack. You're ready? Okay. All right. Three, two, one, go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it's. I know it's a bit spooky. I don't want y'all to get too scared now. Mochi. Yeah, what's up, buddy? Why are you scared? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Come on. I had to. It's in the spirit of Halloween, man. All right, let's get started for today. Oh man. Oh man. At lunchtime the next day, everybody in class was talking about Reina's disappearance. We were all worried about her safety, but I kept a safe distance from everybody else.
レナはどこに行っちゃったんだろうね。鬼隠しにあったなんて、いい加減なことを言ってる連中もいるよ。まったく。
ケイチさん、今日は元気がありませんでしたよ。
Wait a minute, Bear doesn't eat pumpkin. Well, he's eating it now.
みー。
Satoko and Rika-chan noticed something odd about my attitude.
俺は、
ん
I couldn't sleep at all last night because of what Reina told me. Friends don't keep secrets from one another. That sentence bit into my heart, and I couldn't sleep because of the pain.
ミオ、サトコもリカちゃんも、話しておきたいことがある。
レナに関すること？
いや、そうじゃない。俺自身についてのことなんだ。
I decided to tell them about it because they were my friends. But I didn't know what I was expecting to change by doing so. They might despise me. Was there any benefit in telling them? No, there wasn't. I knew that for sure. But I still wanted to tell them about it, just because I thought it'd help heal the pain I was feeling.
ケイチさんのことですの？
ああ、ちょっと真面目な話なんだ。聞いてほしい。俺が引っ越してくる前のことなんだ。当時の俺は勉強しか脳のないやつだった。
I learned the tricks of the game called studying at my cram school, and we know that he went to cram school. I enjoyed the sense of superiority I felt by getting good grades. I kept studying just because I wanted to look down on the other students. Alright, man. Man, I don't like Casey. Man's just an ass, man, you know? When my good grades got better, my parents got happier, and my teachers praised me. I felt good. It was fun to look down on the students who were good at running, dodgeball, or swimming. That was the only reason I kept studying. Before I knew it, not only was I at the top of my class, I was at the top of my school. I doubt that. Katie is not smart. I doubt that 100%. So I started to think that I was the most important student there. I looked down on the kids who were playing in the schoolyard during lunch break. I enjoyed feeling a sense of superiority to them and my insignificance. The more I studied, the better everybody expected me to do. They started to place high hopes on me. They expected me to go to the best schools in Japan. I flattered myself in thinking I deserved to go to that school as well. But the fun went out of looking down on people while the burden of studying didn't change a bit. My classmates stopped admiring my cleverness after a while, and my teachers started to push me to study more. All of a sudden, the fun had gone out of it. To begin with, I didn't even like to study. I had average reflexes, I was average in a fight, I was an average boy with nothing that really drew attention. So when I found something that I could use to get that attention, I jumped on it. It happened to be studying for me, but if it was riding a unicycle or juggling, I would have done that too. When I realized I didn't enjoy studying anymore, it got very boring. I was just a little boy who wanted to be praised when I did something better than anybody else. I finished all my summer homework because my parents praised me for it, and I took charge of cleaning duties at school because my teachers praised me for it. So when they stopped praising me for what I did, I began to feel as though my life had no meaning. My parents used to give me an allowance that was proportional to how good my grades were, so I used to get a substantial amount of money for my age. I don't know if I had a natural interest in violence or if I was looking for it because of my frustration at the time. I took an interest in BB guns. At first, I shot at cardboard boxes. It was fun. Being violent at pieces of cardboard relieved a lot of stress. Nobody blamed me for doing that. But soon I started wanting to do something I should have never done. On the box that my BB gun came in was a warning label that read, "Do not shoot at people." Hey, yeah, how is Higurashi going? Hello, Blurneko? Blurneko? Am I saying that right? Hey, Golden. How you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream, and it's going good. How are you doing today? And I've been enjoying Higurashi. I'd say I've been having a pretty good time so far. But it's been pretty spooky. I won't lie. It's been kind of spooky, but it's got some really good writing, especially the last chapter, and this chapter's been pretty good. But welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. That was when I thought about doing just that. Why did I do something I shouldn't have? Blur is fine? Gotcha. I guess I was just immature. I wasn't interested in studying anymore, but I forced myself to do so anyway. My parents forced me to go to several cram schools. I was mad at them for that. I should have told them I didn't want to study anymore. But I didn't have the courage to do that. We are on chapter 6 so far. We're pretty close to the ending of the whole series, I would say, because we've only got this chapter and 2 more chapters, but I have enjoyed it pretty good so far. So, I used my frustration as an excuse to do something cowardly. I shot at kids who were younger than I was with my BB gun. If I randomly disappear, I am on candy duty tonight. No problem, Golden. Do you like the overlay, Golden? Do you like how many countless hours and sleepless nights I put into it? I know, it's good, right? gave me such a thrill. Beer.
俺がジェリービーンズを投げたことは間違いか
Blur, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you enjoy your time here. If I can give you any semblance of good times throughout the day, that is enough for me. Thank you so much for just checking out the stream, man. Appreciate it. It felt so good to do something bad when I was overcome with studying. Needless to say, I had no personal grudge against the kids I shot. As long as the kids passed through a deserted street, they met the requirements to become my target. I didn't mean to hurt them. I shot at them once or twice from a distance. That was all I wanted to do. But sometimes they didn't react at all because the BBs hit a thicker part of their clothes or something. I didn't like that, so I started to shoot until they noticed they were being hit. Man, Keiichi, you make it so hard to like you, buddy. Man. Keiichi is like the one character I don't like. I hate this guy. I like everyone else. My favorite character I'd say so far is probably Reina, because I think she's interesting and I kind of relate to her. But lately she has been going a bit cuckoo. It inevitably escalated into a barrage of gunfire. I study a lot. I'm doing something good. So I deserve to do something bad to balance out the good thing I'm doing. I trust, don't say it, Golden. That is the unbelievably selfish excuse I made. God dang it. Joaquin456 Dorete. Welcome to the stream. This is gonna be an important scene, so chat, don't be like always. Oh no, Joaquin. Am I saying that right? Joaquin? I'm trying to say it like Joaquin Phoenix. Or maybe I'm just wrong. Trying to control chat is a bold move. But welcome, Joaquin. I don't think I've seen you around before. If I have, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I forgot. But welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Don't want to spoil before that. Not yet, I don't think. I thought Ark did for a sec, but he didn't. Okay, let me get serious. That's the unbelievably selfish excuse I made. I thought I had a right to do things like that because I was suffering myself. I thought people who weren't suffering like I was deserved to be shot at and to get hurt a little bit. I was so selfish, so arrogant, and so immature. Oh wait, did we miss? No, Woo, you didn't miss the overlay. Behold my beautiful overlay that I spent hours and hours upon, the 15-hour struggle. It's beautiful, isn't it? I was disgusted with myself. If I could have met myself at that time, I would have given myself a punch in the face so hard I'd knock all my teeth out. I'm gonna have to head off for now, but hope everyone continues to have fun this Halloween. Hey, thank you so much, Blur. I hope you have a good Halloween too. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. It was nice chatting with you while you was here. Have a good day, man. Thank you so much. Happy Halloween. They started to call it a series of attacks on school children. The principal of my school held a morning assembly to inform everyone about the case and to warn them to be careful when playing outside. I was laughing sneakily. We stopped in the middle of watching One Piece to see her overlay. It was worth it, right? You'll never guess what I'm dressed as. I probably won't. Wait, it's your old zookeeper outfit, right? Or something? Absolutely worth it, Jess says, let's go. The PTA issued a letter of warning and advice to take the safest way to and from school. Parents took turns watching kids when they walked between home and school in groups. Sailor Golden, oh my god. JK, I'm just a zoologist. Well, yeah, you talked about that before. I don't know, man. PTA issued a letter of warning and advice to take the safest way to and from school. Parents took turns watching kids. Watching kids when they walked between home and school in groups. Will you react to the high anime and compare it to the VN after finishing it? The Higurashi anime? I have one of my snakes around me right now. Higurashi. Okay, yeah, I actually was planning that. I won't be able to do it on Twitch because obviously my booty would get copy striked on the first thing. But I am planning to have like anime night where we watch the Higurashi anime, and I'll probably do a YouTube video and I'll say my thoughts of it on stream. Because I am curious to see how they compare. I did the same thing with Grisaya. I've got a blood python on me right now. Oh boy. Oh boy. The more serious it got, the more it reminded me of the excitement I first felt when my grades started going up. I was absorbed in that game I was playing. I didn't think that I'd get caught someday. I didn't even think to stop doing it either. Kids will get extra ugh. Golden, no, that is so irresponsible, Golden. I don't care if it's trained, that's a wild animal. Well, I guess it's not technically wild if you own it, but still, man, like that, don't do that. I didn't think that I'd get caught someday. I didn't even think to stop doing it either. He's a very well-tamed blood python. Yeah, that one guy said the same thing about his hippo, and then it killed him. One day, I found a little girl who was walking down a narrow, dark street all alone. She was a very small girl. His head will always be facing me. I don't know if she was on her way to her friend's house or if she was running an errand. Also, hippos are never safe. How do you think... Man, alright. Just don't get anyone hurt, man. I didn't care which. It was careless of her to go out alone. The school had warned her not to. So, it was her fault. It was her fault! What the hell? Katie? It was her fault that I shot her with the BB gun. Just like always, I made a selfish excuse and attacked her. Some of the shots hit her in the back. She noticed she was attacked by somebody. She turned around. It was a natural reaction. At that time, I didn't hesitate to rain hell upon her. Oh my god. Bro's got the machine gun of BB guns. So when she turned around, I was still shooting at her. Usually when I shot at a kid, she cried in pain and ran away. But this girl was different. She thrashed around in excruciating pain, holding one of her eyes. Oh yeah, this is the one where he shot the kid in the eye, from what Reina said. When I saw her doing that, I realized what happened right away. The BB had hit her in the eye. What did you think was going to happen? Until that moment, I didn't think about what would happen when a pellet that could easily go through a cardboard box hit an eyeball. Anyway, the girl howled in pain, and for the first time, I realized I had done something horrible. She saw me, so I couldn't take her to a hospital. I couldn't do anything about it, so I left her there while she was still screaming in pain. Man, that is like comically evil. I wondered if she was okay, and I worried that she lost her eye. I kept thinking about her, and I didn't even feel like eating that day. I went to the bookshelf in our living room, snuck a medical book to my room, and studied the structure of the human eye. It was too late to make a difference, but I studied what kind of injuries would make a person lose their vision. I knew it wouldn't make the sin I committed weigh any less, even if I found out that she wouldn't lose her sight. Keiichi's anime origin story. Oh, wait. I couldn't sleep that night, and I suffered from a high fever. I like how Keiichi's, like, victimizing himself for, like, shooting people with a BB gun and making someone nearly lose their eye. She didn't lose their eye, from what Reina said, but, like, she very nearly did. It wasn't my parents, my teachers, or the police who first punished me for what I did. It was my own body. Before dawn, I woke my parents up and confessed my sin. They were shocked at first, but it seemed like they understood the situation quickly due to my recent disobedient behavior and my interest in BB guns. My mom cried hysterically, my dad slapped me in the face till it swelled up. Yeah, that's fair. Before the sun came up, I turned myself into the police, accompanied by my parents.
Satoko was like, hey yo, what the fuck, bro?
Satoko stared at me with a stunned expression. Fair, I guess, but not the best reaction. Well, yeah, you shouldn't have hit him in the face. You should never hit a kid in the face. But, like, a spanking, I feel like, is in order. But no, the face ain't okay. I deserved to receive that kind of look. What I did was very wrong, and I needed to accept that.
それ、本当ですの？
ああ。本当だ。今まで隠していて、悪かった。
なんで、そんなことを今頃になって、わざわざ言おうと思ったわけ？
Like he had it coming, but just to leash out and hit up without explaining why before or after that just shows Keiichi to react with violence. True. Leon asked me, Rika-chan nodded in agreement.
本音から言うとさ、ケイちゃんどうしたのって感じかね。
まあ、そりゃそうだよな。
違うよ。そんなことわざわざ言い出す必要あったのかなってね。
いや、隠し事をするなんて、仲間じゃないよな。俺は、みんなのことを仲間だと思ってる。だから、もう隠してなんかいられなかったんだ。
圭一は、それを僕たちに話して何を期待しているのですか？
just telling him straight up, what do you want us to do, bro?
You're kind of shitty for that. I don't know what you want us to say.
期待なんて別にないよ。俺はただ。
許しが欲しくても、僕にはあげられないのです。
Fair enough.
圭一が怪我をさせた人たちにしか、それは与えられませんのです。
True.
だから、僕たちにそれを話しても、何の期待にも応えられないのですよ。リカの言う通りですわね。潔いのは認めますけれど、そんなことを私たちに打ち明けてどうしたいって言うんですの？
どうしたいってことはないよ。ただ、仲間に隠し事は。
My friends looked annoyed by the sudden confession of my past. I took it as bitter medicine, and I got what I deserved.
ケイちゃんさ、ちょいとここで質問なんだけどさ。
Lily, hello. How you doing today? Let me give you a shout out. Shout out. Oh, shit. Lily, necromantic. Oh, I only did shouts, not shout out. Shout at Lily. There we go. Don't shout at her. If you haven't already, please go drop Lily a follow. Good friend. She rated me, and she's been visiting my streams a lot lately. And just a little appreciation, you know? And just because you should and because I said so. There you go. Follow her because I said so. I'll eat your ankle. Hey now. Hey now.
仲間に隠し事ってしたらいけないわけ。
え？
ケイちゃんの論法だと隠し事をしないのが仲間みたいな話だけどさ。おじさんはそんなの嫌だね。
I mean, yeah. It's not even like keeping it's weird if you talk about like keeping secrets from your friends. I don't think you need to tell your friends everything you've ever done or every sin you've ever committed. Because if you've grown past it, then it doesn't matter. Because that's not who you are anymore. Like, they're your friends because of who you are today. Like, I'm not saying that, like, if you've done something bad in the past, that you should just be like, oh, well, it was no big deal. You should realize that you made a mistake and just continue to grow from it. But that doesn't mean you have to confess your sins to every new friend you make. You know? If that makes sense. And I mean, like, if you take it literally, like, friends don't keep secrets from each other, does that mean, since me and Soldier are friends, I have to tell Soldier my whole anime backstory and every wrong thing I've done? No, it's, you know... I was bad for the last time, it's forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Oh, my God. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing, bro? Mion and Rika-chan obviously disagreed with my statement. Satoko nodded, following suit.
言いたくないことを言わないで何が悪いわけ？
Yeah, yeah, like, if you've got personal business that you don't want to talk about, then that's your right, friend or not. Some people don't want to talk about some stuff.
人には話したくないことや辛いこと、悲しいこと、失敗したことや思い出したくないことがたくさんある。
Yeah, spit me on.
それを全部打ち明けないと仲間と呼べないんなら、私はそんな仲間はいらないね。
True.
でも、それじゃあ。
ケイチ、打ち明けなくていいことと、打ち明けなくてはならないことは違いますので。
Yeah, yeah. Right.
罪は許しを得るために打ち明けなくてはならない。でも、打ち明けて許された罪は、もう打ち明ける必要はないのですよ。
If you've grown past it and you acknowledge that what you did was wrong, then you don't have to keep apologizing over and over and over and over and over, and over again. Unless it's something, like, really bad. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like a serious felony or something. That's obviously wrong. But, like, you know, like, people grow, man. You know what I mean?
そうですわね。だってケイチさんはちゃんとおまわりさんのところに行って怒られてきたんでございましょう。それで償いをして許してもらえたなら、それでケイチさんの罪はおしまいですわよ。
Yeah. I mean, you're still pretty shitty for shooting the kid in the eye. Let's not mince words here.
自首してその結果を受け入れたなら、それでケイちゃんのお勤めは終わりだよ。もちろんケイちゃんが罪の十字架を背負い続けることはとても大切なこと。
Yeah, yeah.
二度と過ちを繰り返さないよう常に胸に刻み続けるのは正しいことだよ。
Right. Acknowledge it and grow from it.
でもね、それはケイちゃんが自戒することであって打ち明けなくちゃいけないことではない。
そうですわよ。 過去の恥ずかしい話なんかは、私も内緒にしたいことがたくさんございましたよ。さとこは特にいっぱいいっぱいありますのです。
Notice how Rika's not talking about any of her secrets, cause she's like some hidden deity god or something.
私だけじゃございませんのよ。
I still don't know if she is Oyashiro or somebody that knows Oyashiro.
リカもですわよ。リカもですわよ。
Sus.
みー。
What the hell? Very old school art style now that I look at it. Oh, Lily, you think this is old school. You not seen nothing. Now this is old school. Oh wait, shoot, I didn't read that. Satoko and Rika-chan fooled around with each other like they always did. What the fuck is that background? Mion looked at them and then looked back at me.
今、サトコはとてもいいことを言ったと思う。ケイちゃんにはどの部分かわかる？
過去の話は内緒にしたいというところか？
違う。その次の部分。誰にだってあるってところだよ。
Yeah.
無菌室の試験管の中で育った人間でもない限り、人の人生は試行錯誤の繰り返しだと思う。いいことも悪いことも、いろいろなことを繰り返して成長して、それで最後の最後に素晴らしい人間になれればいいんじゃない？
Yeah, spitting. Mion gets it.
いいことも悪いことも、すべてとても大切な経験なんだと思う。それは誰でも同じで、ケイちゃんだけじゃない。私にも、サトコにも、リカちゃんにも。
Yeah, because if you keep just letting like bad stuff you did in the past just keep getting to you and put you in like a bad mood, that's just gonna make you feel worse and make you feel like you're irredeemable. You've got to like just like I said, acknowledge it and learn to do better from then on. You don't have to like go and be like, "Hello, I tripped Billy in middle school, and I felt really bad about it." Like it just you fucked up. Learn, acknowledge that, and move on. There you go.
いやいや、クラスの全員にも当てはまることなんだよ。
Full disclaimer: I did not trip anyone named Billy in middle school. That was purely an example.
例えば、みーはもっと昔は札付きの悪猫さんだったのですよ。にゃーにゃー。
まあ本当はあんまり言いたかないんだけどね。私から見ればモデルガンで闇討ちなんてかわいいもんだって。私なんかレンガとか投げつけてたよ。いやほんと。
Good timing. Oh, did the sound alerts not work today? Oh god. Well, I guess we can just do this.
警察に何度お世話になったことやら。ダム戦争の最中はちょっとした留置場常連だったよ。いやいや本当に。
でも、昔のことなのですよ。
The kitsune demanded comfort?
そしてそれを圭一に言う必要はないのです。
So kitsune is like, that's like a fox girl in like Japanese, right? Or something? Is that what it means? Or am I wrong on that? Or is it like magic fox girl? I don't know what that actually means.
仲間であってもなのです。
仲間であっても。
Kitsune aren't actually based on women, that's more an anime thing. Oh, I see. I see.
私だってとても言えないような苦い過ちや罪がいくつもあります。でも言わないのは言っても仕方がないからですわ。
Do they pass the test? What test?
言って楽になるなら私たちは聞くよ。でもね、仲間だから言わなければならないなんてルールはない。むしろ仲間なら言いたくない過去を察してあえて聞かないのが本当の仲間なんじゃない？
They're mischievous spirits that are blamed for many household wrongdoings. At least in their young age, the older they get, the more benevolent they become, and eventually ascend to godhood. I mean, some might lie. A couple.
それはそうだけど。
TLDR anyway.
ケイちゃんが打ち明けて楽になったならそれでいいよ。私たちは今日の話をすぐにでも忘れる。それに今日の話を聞いたからケイちゃんとの接し方を変えるようなこともない。
Nice. Pretty wholesome.
圭一が前の町でしたことなんて今の圭一と
Yeah, that's what I
何
was
の
saying
関係も
earlier.
ないのです。
Yeah. They're friends with goofy, sussy Keiichi, not Keiichi that shot people with a BB gun. Kitsune actually have ranks, and Kitsune is the lowest base rank, namely for the youngest spirits. Ah, okay. I gotcha.
今の圭一が僕たちにとってかけがえのない仲間であるのなら前の町のことなんか僕は知りたくないのですよ。
Rika really went, don't kid, didn't ask.
リカの言う通りでございますわ。
Satoko also went, don't kid, didn't ask.
逆に前の町でどんなに善行を積もうともこちらに来て嫌な人だったなら前の町の善行なんかしたことじゃありませんわね。
Not helpful, Rika.
ってことはさ、ケイちゃん。前の町での十字架は、ケイちゃんが密かに胸に秘めることであって、こっちでわざわざ口にする必要なんてないんじゃない？いや、仮に口にしてもだ。それでケイちゃんの見方を変える程度のやつだったら、私はそいつの方を見下げるね。
I mean, technically, I didn't change the way I looked at Keiichi. I've always thought of him as, I hate him. So, Mion shouldn't look down on me, right? Because I've always hated him.
過去が何だろうと今が素晴らしい人間であるならばどうして恥じることがございますの？もし過去の過ちを一生取り戻せなかったら私たちは何のために生き続けますの？
Remember when this, the visual novel was about Keiichi and co-protecting Shion from creepy men ogling at her in a work uniform? I do. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
サトコは過去にとても甘えん坊さんでした。 それを後悔して、今はこんなにも元気で頑張っていますので
Are we
す。
still blaming Satoko for that? She was a child, and she is still a child.
だから、僕は今のさとこは、とても素晴らしいと思いますです。昔どうだったかなんて、僕は興味ないのです。
That's right, guys. If you come out the womb and you're not immediately fending for yourself, you suck.
リカ、
ケイちゃんだってどうよ。例えば私が留置場常連の札付きだとしたら、私への見方を変える？変えないでしょ？私は私。いつものように楽しくふざけ合える関係は何も変わらないでしょ？それが仲間ってもんだもん。
What? What? What's going on? Mion is trying to cheer me up with an encouraging smile on her face, but her expression became distorted all of a sudden. Huh? I've had 0 trick-or-treaters in 50 minutes. Well, Golden? I could tell you why, but I'm not sure if you're ready for the answer. Big teardrops fell from my eyes. What? Why am I crying?
先に言っとく。俺はサトシのことは何も知らない。
It's not the snake. How did you know I was gonna bring up the snake, Golden? How did you know?
みんなが隠してたからな。
No one's even walked by the house. Also, Keiichi is having a flashback from chapter 1, I am pretty sure.
隠してたってわけじゃ。
So yeah, the demon borks are keeping the kids at bay. So yeah, the timeline thing is becoming a lot more obvious, if it wasn't obvious already.
毎年起こる事件のこと隠してたろ。
This is the answer arc to chapter 1 now. Yeah, I figured it was the answer arc to chapter 1. The borks here are silent.
それはケイちゃんを、
Yeah, Keiichi's feeling guilty about how in chapter 1 he accused Mion of being not so great because she kept a Satoshi's secret, even though, like, she didn't have to talk about it.
怖がらせたくなかったってのか？それが理由で俺だけのけ者かよ。
いや、そんなつもりじゃ。
Mion didn't know what to say. She had tears in her eyes. She thought she did me a favor. She didn't know why it turned out like this. She didn't want to make me scared of the village since I just moved here. What more reason did she need?
ミオンに直にダム現場で事件がなかったかって聞いたよな。ミオンはないって言ったじゃないか。
You don't have any right to that knowledge, Keiichi. It literally had nothing to do with you.
バラバラ殺人があったのによ。嘘つき野郎。
ごめん。嘘ってわけじゃ。
仲間ってのは隠し事なんかなしだろ。そうだろ。じゃあお前らは仲間じゃない。
Oh, I can't be loud. What are friends? What are friends? What were friends to me? They were my true friends. They really cared about me. They were so nice to me and helped me feel at home in this village. I couldn't have been happier. Everything was great, wasn't it?
ケイちゃん、そんなのって。
Oh man, this is sad. It's Spoopy Day. We're supposed to be spoopy, not sad. Mion seemed like she didn't know what to say. Her eyes looked moist. Don't say it, Mochi. It was hard to believe she was really acting like this. It wasn't like Mion at all. I could feel her pain. She was in pain because she didn't know what I was blaming her for. She looked so sad, but I didn't notice her pain. I thought I was her friend. I didn't understand her feelings, and I didn't trust her. Spoopy Sperry Skeleton Sped Spivers Spur Spine. I just used the words friends, but I didn't do anything like what friends were supposed to do.
そうだった。俺は、クズだったんだ。ミオンはミオンだったんだ。俺の最高の仲間だったんじゃないか。
Yeah, man. Was that after she tried to kill him with the needle, or was that before?
どうしてミオンを疑っちまったんだ。
Because I don't think Keiichi is also remembering that Mion tried to have him swallow a needle.
どうして。
ケイちゃんさ、最近元気ないよね。
Was this also from chapter 1?
都会から引っ越してきたんだもん。
Oh no, this is something we didn't see before, I don't think.
きっと今頃になって疲れが出てきたんだよ。それで風邪をひいたんじゃないかな。
そっかそっか。じゃあ栄養をつけさせてあげないとね。バッチャが今日おはぎを作ってるんだよ。
Oh, is this actually explaining the needle onigiri? Or ohagi, or whatever? Thank you for the hydration. Welcome, Fuki. Yes, okay.
いくつか分けてもらって、ケイちゃんへのお見舞いにでもしてあげるか。
こんなみよ、手を洗んとね。おいや、りなちゃん、一つやってるんかい？
Look, thank you for the lurk, Fuki. Hope your day's going well. Don't tell me that they just accidentally dropped a needle into the mix or something.
へえ、おはぎ作りって面白そうですね。レナも一つだけ作らせてもらおうかな。よいしょ、よいしょ。
そうだそうだ、いいこと思いついたよ。
Oh no. Oh no.
なにみーちゃん。その小瓶何かな
甘いおはぎだけじゃ退屈しちゃうだろうからね。うち一つにはクリティカルヒットでタバスコを混ぜておいてあげよう。
Wait. So was there never... Dude, there's no shot. Oh my god, don't tell me. Oh my... Don't tell me he thought hot sauce was a needle, man. I'm not ready to hear that. I'm all for a good prank, but don't mess with people's foods. They could have a serious reaction. Well, hot... I don't think anyone's gonna, like, die from hot sauce. What do you think Reina's paranoia was actually paralleling? True! Keiichi's paranoia from chapter 1. You've got a good point there, Joaquin. True. Yeah, because Keiichi was pretty paranoid due to in chapter 1. And I guess he was overreacting in chapter 1. Interesting. Interesting. So he just... Okay, alright, this is making sense. Okay. Joaquin, you are base. Thank you for being here. I would I have a lot more trouble connecting the dots if it were not for you. That's right. That's what happened. They brought Ohagi for me to help me get better. They only tried to cheer me up. It's weird that Keiichi's remembering this. Is he also becoming aware of the timelines? Why did I get so scared of them? Just because Mion knew I had lunch at Angel Mort, I grew terrified of her.
ケイチ君、顔色悪いよ。もう横になった方がいいと思うな。
そうだね。私たちはもう帰ろう。
I trust Reina. I just wanted to cheer me up with a joke. But because I look so serious...
じゃあね、ケイちゃん。
Please get better soon. I hope we can hang out in the club together tomorrow. That was a normal way of saying goodbye.
明日、学校休んじゃ嫌だよ。
Okay, so like the reason why Mion and them looked creepy is because that was just Keiichi, like how he saw it, and that's how the author made us see it too. That's why they had like the creepy eyes, because that's how Keiichi was seeing it, because he was going crazy. First of all, have I ever visited any of my classmates who were absent with a cold? No, I haven't. I've never done such a nice thing to anybody because it's too much of a bother. They did that for me. I understand visiting a friend in a hospital, but I just caught a cold. But they came to visit me with Ohagi so that I could get better soon. I should have been thankful to them and said, I'll get better soon and I'm sure I can come to school tomorrow. So I'll see you then. That's what I was supposed to say. But what did I do instead? I locked the door. I closed the door and locked it as if rejecting them. Is that really how, like... Can people with paranoia really, like, distort innocent things that much to where it looks like they're actively villains? That's interesting. Because I've never met anyone with paranoia, so I don't know how, like, severe it can get. If they can just interpret someone that's just trying to do something nice for them as, like, actively trying to go for them. Yes, they can. Remember what I said about Capgras syndrome. That's true. What was I so scared of? What was I so afraid of? Why didn't I say any words of appreciation to my friends who cared about me? I was just so scared of Ohagi they brought for me. Paranoia and anxiety can intensely warp one's perception of things, even small. Gotcha. That's scary, man. That's scary to think about. What was I thinking? It was impossible that there was a needle in one of them. Okay, so he did just imagine the needle then. There wasn't actually a needle at all. Right. It was all in my head because I had read some manga about someone putting needles or razor blades in people's foods. It scared me so much that I believed it could also happen to me for some reason. And I thought there was a needle in the Ohagi. You were so stupid, Keiichi! Why would your friends put a needle in food they only brought to make you feel better? It was crazy to think like that. Even if there was a needle in one of them, I should have thought it was some kind of mistake, and I should have believed in my friend's innocence. That's what a true friend would do. But what did I do? I'll be right back. Sorry about that. My mom came back from her appointments and she brought me some wings. So I'll have some food after stream, so good. Even if there was a needle in one of them, I should have thought it was some kind of mistake, and I should have believed in my friend's innocence. That's what a true friend would do, but what did I do? Pound! Splatter! Smash! I threw the ohagi that they spent so much effort making on the floor. Why? Why did I do that? I got along so well with them. I moved to Hinamizawa and I made friends for the first time in my life. They were my best friends. Meeting them was the most wonderful experience of my life. I'd probably have another one like that for the rest... I'd probably never have another one like that for the rest of my days. I knew that, but I got scared and I doubted them. They noticed that I was acting odd. That's why they called the manager Iri. They thought a sedative might help me relax so I could rest and get better. That's why they carried me up to my room. Mion just wanted to make it Oh! Oh my god, wait. Well, no. The syringe drug thing has to still be... I was thinking maybe Reina had, like, imagined that whole interaction with Rika, but no, I still don't trust Rika yet. But that does explain this scene. Because they were, like, calling... And the director, they obviously meant, like, the director of the clinic, Iri. But they didn't mean it in, like, a wrong way. They was just trying to treat him, I think. But what did Keiichi do? He bashed them in the head with a bat. She's the kind of person who expresses her goodwill by making a joke out of it. I knew that better than anybody. She knew Iri would roll up my shirt to check my heartbeat with a stethoscope. So she was just trying to draw graffiti on my shirt just like she did to Tomitake-san as punishment for the game he lost. I mean, it is Iri. True. I'm not trustful of Iri yet either. So are we really that upset? Not really. Yes. That's why Mion took a felt marker out of her pocket. A felt marker. She brought a marker from home because she just wanted to do something funny. She tried to cheer me up by making me take a punishment for fun rather than nursing me. But that's just what Mion is like. She went to the trouble of bringing a felt marker to my house. Just because she wanted to cheer me up. Reina held me down tightly and Mion came closer to me to write something on my shirt. Mion whispered the words she was going to write on my shirt. I heard them. I heard them clearly. I heard what she was going to write on my shirt. I hope you get well soon, Mion. Oh, man. Oh, man. I heard them. Then why? I should have known she wasn't going to do anything to hurt me. Then why? Why? Why did the marker look like a syringe to me? Oh, so it wasn't a syringe at all. He just thought it looked like a syringe. Okay. Why did I think that Mion was going to kill me? It was impossible. It was impossible. Why? Why did I misunderstand that Mion was going to kill me? Ugh. The numbness in my head receded and slowly I felt blood start to run through my entire body again. How long was I squatting down there? For a few minutes. Or a lot longer than that. As I looked up at the clock, the hands weren't moving at all, as if they had stopped while I had my eyes closed. Really? The atmosphere in the room wasn't filled with insanity like it was earlier, but it was quiet and gray. Reina wasn't holding me down, Mion wasn't about to give me an injection. Was all that just some kind of illusion? There was no sense of presence other than myself in that room. It was an extraordinary experience, the kind I'd never had before. I'm still holding true to my theory. I mean, your theory has been pretty much debunked at this point. That's what they've spent this whole chapter doing. It was an extraordinary experience, the kind I'd never had before. I was there with Reina and Mion. Doubted my sanity for a moment, but at the same time, I felt some kind of relief too. The scary incident was just an illusion after all. Neither Reina nor Mion would have done such a terrible thing to me. Tears started forming in my eyes. My emotions were running high. Why? It wasn't a question of why tears were forming in my eyes. A parasite could easily make someone overthink and cause delusions. A parasite wants to survive. If it perceives a threat, it make it appear as a threat to the host. But they've, like, went over, like, the parasite theory is just, like, some crazy delusion by Mio and Reina. Like, they're basically saying, you're crazy if you think it's a parasite. Because they think Reina is crazy. It wasn't a question of why tears were forming in my eyes. Why? It was a question of my sadness. And I mean, obviously, we can probably, like, even if there is parasites, Golden, there's a lot more to it than parasites. I mean, like, what kind of parasites do you know that can like, control timelines and, like, the flow of time? And, like, make people remember things from past timeline, unless they're, like, super god alien parasites, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's not like, there's not enough to hold it up anymore. It was a question of my sadness. Why did I feel so sad? I don't know. I don't know. You don't know? What do you mean you don't know? You do know! I was so stupid. What the hell was I doing? I was so pathetic and helpless. Mion just tried to cheer me up. That was all. I liked her so much. She was my best friend. She was older than me, but she hung out with me like we were the same age. She was the first one who came to talk to me in class. She was so nice to me, but I... What are you talking about, Golden? Better than last year? I don't know what you're talking about. Mion was laying down in an unnatural position near the window. But not better than 2020. Trick-or-treater. Oh, okay. She was covered in dusky red blood from her head to chest. The red fluid splattered on the wall was Mion's. What had I done? What had I done? I'd never forgive myself.
俺、みんなのこと、本当に友達だと思ってたんだぜ。
Why? Why did all this happen? There was nothing fun in my life at my old school. When I talked to anyone, it was only ever about my chances of passing the entrance exam of the schools we wanted to go to. My life was shaded in gray. Friends to me were rivals and enemies to vie with for school recommendation and test scores. My friends here taught me just how unnatural that was. This whole month was a blast. We raised the roof over lunch, our club activities, and the festival. A warm liquid flowed out of my eyes. To my surprise, it was my tears. I didn't have any obligation to cry for them. But I couldn't stop it. Even though they attempted to kill me. Even though they almost killed me. I couldn't forget the memories we made during the past month. Were those fun days fake? Was it an act that they kept playing perfectly to set me up until today? Was it only me who believed they were my friends? It couldn't be. Reina and Mion, they were my friends for real. Those happy days couldn't have just been a performance. Reina and Mion must have been forced by somebody to kill me. Or that an extraordinary existence called Oyashiro-sama possessed them and took over their consciousnesses. No matter what it was, both Reina and Mion were my best friends. I was stupid. I was such a fool. Such a fool. Such a fool. Such a fool. It wasn't making any sense at all. I killed my best friends. They were my best friends. Then why didn't I trust them? Why didn't I listen to them? I beat them to death. Who did I think I was? I made it sound like I didn't do anything wrong. I felt like everybody went crazy except me. I was such a fool. It was the other way around. Of course it was. I was the only one who went crazy.
ケイちゃん？
俺は、なんてことをしてしまったんだよ。なんてこと。
Oh no, I think that just made it worse for Keiichi. Oh no. Mion was still alive. I have a memory of beating her to death because I couldn't trust her. But that's a memory from a non-existent different world. You're right on different world. I don't know about non-existent. But even though it happened in a different world, I killed Mion. And I didn't realize how deep that sin was. I even thought until now that Mion was at fault for being killed.
どうしたんですの、ケイイチさん。
わかんない。ケイちゃん、落ち着いて落ち着いて。私は生きてるよ。 ケイちゃんになんか殴り殺されてたまらかってんの。
Eh.
ね
そうですわよ。ケイチさんごときに遅れを取るようなのは我が部にはおりませんでしたよ。
Don't know about that. Don't know about that, Satoko.
違うんだ。違うんだ。
Mion and Satoko looked confused, having no idea why I was crying. But I couldn't help myself. I learned just now that I could earn redemption by confessing my sin. But I could never earn redemption for this. Not from Mion. No matter how much I cried in this world, nobody could give me forgiveness. And so, I could never earn redemption for this sin. Right then, Chi-sensei came in and noticed me crying. You wouldn't see a teenage boy crying like that very often. Chi-sensei asked me what was going on, but at that moment I couldn't hear anything. Mion and Satoko looked confused. They didn't know how to explain the situation. Notice how Rika's not confused, or he's not saying anything about Rika. Because she knows. Oh, shoot. Rika-chan approached me in the midst of my sobs.
ケイチは覚えているのですか？
Oh, shoot, she's bringing it up,
レナとミーを殺したことを。
そうだ。俺が殺したんだ。殺したんだ。なのに俺は何の罪も認めずに、まるで自分は被害者のつもりで。
This is why I trust Trainer. Shut up, Golden.
死ぬ最後の瞬間まで仲間を呪って恨んで、血がいっぱい出て、そして結局何の後悔もなく一人で勝手に死んだ。
What you gonna say about it? I clawed at my itchy throat in a phone booth. I didn't notice my sin. And I died alone. Oh man. So... something is causing people to have paranoia. Because I imagine that's what the maggot disease is too, is it's just paranoia. Like you feel like there's something in your skin, but there's not. And as a result, they end up killing themselves. Parasites can cause... Shut up. Golden, listen.
ケイチ、
It could be a delusional parasitosis.
あなたの罪に気づきましたのですか？
気づいた。こんなにも今頃になって俺は気づいたよ。思い出したんだ。
So can anybody remember stuff that happened to them or that they did in the previous timeline? Or is it just a select few?
ここじゃない。別のよく似た世界で。
Right.
俺はなぜか仲間たちに疑心暗鬼を持って殺してしまったんだ。仲間たちは俺に救いの言葉をかけていたはずなんだ。なぜそれに耳を傾けられなかった？どうしてだよ。
I didn't care if people were staring. I just kept crying. I wanted to transmute my sin to tears in order to squeeze it out of me. But the tears that were coming out of my eyes weren't my sin. They were just tears of regret for doing something irreversible. At that time, I felt something touching my head. Oh, that's Rika giving him a head pat, isn't it? Oh, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. I opened my eyes and saw Rika-chan patting my head gently. I didn't need any comfort. I didn't deserve any comfort from Rika-chan. But the words she spoke to me weren't ones of comfort.
圭一を許しましょう。
Aww.
圭一は自分で自分の罪に気づきましたのです。
So maybe that's what Rika meant when she's like, there's some sins that you should atone for and some that you shouldn't. The BB thing wasn't what she was worried about. She was worried about what he did in chapter 1. Okay.
それはとても偉くて普通ではありえないことなのです。
God, I gotta give it to Higurashi, man. They've got some, like, a phenomenal writing.
だから誰も圭一の偉さがわからなくてそれを許してあげることはでき
I
ません
bet
の
a
です。
reread through of this in my own time would hit a lot different.
でも僕にはそれを許すことができます。僕には圭一の凄さがわかるのです。
Holy shit. Joaquin was not lying when he said this was an important scene.
リカちゃん。
私はこれが奇跡であることがわかる。だってこれはありえないことなのだもの。
Shut up, Golden. Oh my lord.
あなたが別の自分の罪に気づくなんて絶対にありえないこと。
Remember in chapter 1, Keiichi said... I remember in chapter 1, Keiichi said something like, is not if she put a hot sauce in the mochi. Huh? In chapter 1, Keiichi said something like, it's not... I don't remember, Joaquin. I know Keiichi went insulting me on. Oh, okay. I got you. Sorry, I blinked there for a second. I got you. That's it. Man. Foreshadowing is crazy, man. I think that's what you'd call it, foreshadowing.
なのにあなたはそれに気づけた。それはきっとこの地上に具現するどんな奇跡すらも霞むほどのもので信じられないくらいに尊いもの。
I didn't understand anything Rika-chan was saying. Yeah, Ryukishi is a genius when it comes to that. The music, though, yeah, the music in the answer chapters hits pretty hard. Like, it gets pretty good. I didn't understand anything Rika-chan was saying. But I felt like she's the only one who understood that impossible memory I had.
なら今のあなたにならわかるはず。リュウグウレナがどういうことになっているのか。
Yep, going through the same shit that Keiichi is going through.
ああ、わかるぜ。あの時の俺と同じなんだ。
Mm-hmm.
仲間のことを信じたくてしょうがないのに。
Like, Mion stabbing Keiichi even though she was already dead. Yeah. Yeah, in chapter 2. Yeah. Yeah, chapter 5 was, like, one of the best chapters, like, I've ever read in anything from Higurashi. Like, the way it, like, twisted it on its head where you thought Mion was, like, this crazy serial killer, but it actually turned out to be Shion the whole time. It's crazy. It's the Quirk Awakening. Golden, man.
信じられないんだ。
I called the swap spot streams and streams like, Golden, you did not. I checked the VODs. You did not. I did not see one message from you saying, oh, that's actually Shion. You did not. I'm saying it right now. You did not. No, I checked it. I have the files. I have the receipts. It's the closest. Well, that doesn't matter. Yeah. Sorry. Me and Golden have a rivalry of sorts.
どんどん自分がおかしくなっていくのに、そいつがわからなくて、世界の方がおかしくなったって信じてやがるんだ。どうすりゃ救えるかなんてわからねえよ。
3 a.m. Denny's parking lot.
わからないんだ。だって、俺はダメだった。結局、死ぬまで。いや。
I'm still convinced that Oyashiro-sama is an actual being.
死んでも気づけなかったんだ。それをレナに気づかせるなんてどうやって。
3 stock no items final destination no smash meter.
救えないよ。救えない。俺がそうだったからよくわかるんだ。
I mean, how would you help somebody that's like through that intensive paranoia? Even if you do understand their situation and it's something you've been through before, I'm not sure how you could like do that without getting in harm's way.
どうやったってもう救えないんだ。
Calm down, Keiichi. I did fail, but that didn't mean Reina would too. There was no excuse not to save her because I thought she'd fail. After all, what did Reina do back then? I was totally going mad, but she risked her life to save me. In my room in that world, I had beaten her many times with a metal bat. But she was smiling. She knew I was scared, and that's why she smiled for me. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, this is sad, man. Oh, my God. I beat her so many times her arms were broken and her forehead was cut open. I remembered. Reina didn't block her head. Wait. In chapter 1, like, in the very first, like... In chapter 1, in the very first, like, when you start reading it, there's, like, a scene where it's all black, but you hear someone, like, beating something. I forgot what the text said. But, yeah, is that... That scene was replicating him beating Reina? Like, it's the exact one? Shut Golden... I'm gonna time you out, man. Yes, oh my god. I'm pretty big-brained, guys. I'm not gonna lie that I remembered that. I'm pretty big-brained. I'm pretty proud of myself for that. I remembered. Reina didn't block her head. Hey, it's Ruby Avery. I just changed to match my Twitter username. Oh, hey, Avery. What's up? Glad to see you. Hope you're having a good day. We are coming to so many revelations right now, Avery. We've like figured out so many of like the answers from chapter 1 now. Joaquin's been helping me a lot because I'm dumb, But yeah. Even at the very last moment, she opened her arms towards me, like she was looking for a hug. But I still doubted her, and raised the metal bed up so high. I'm so excited for this part. I'll definitely have to watch back. I was waiting for this. I'm pretty sure all the VODs are still up, but if they aren't up, they're on my YouTube for sure, Avery. But I'm pretty sure all the VODs for Chapter 6 are still up. They should be, at least. Reina told me then that it was okay.
私を信じて。
Oh. Oh, man. Promo the YouTubes. Self-plug. Shameless plug. My friend still told me to believe in her. She told me to trust her. But I still didn't. I lost it and attacked her. She was in danger. She was actually killed. But she didn't even block her head. Instead, she used her arms to reach out for me. Reina continued to say those words until the moment she died. Trust me. Please, trust me. Is he gonna do the same thing? Is Reina gonna end up beating him to death while he's saying trust me? Oh god. She risked her life to save me. Until her very last moments, she kept telling me to believe in her. But I didn't listen. For so long, I truly believed that I didn't do anything wrong.
リカちゃんに許してもらえて少し心が軽くなった。でもやっぱり俺の罪は同じ形で滅ぼさなきゃならないんだ。
Alright, this is Keiichi's redemption arc.
レナの目は俺が覚ます。
Reina risked her life to save me. She cared about me until her very last moments. She trusted me. She believed that her words would reach my heart, so she kept saying them. Until I cracked her skull. I don't care if I die. Reina died for me. Gomenasai, 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 gomenasai. I can die for her too. I was such a fool for failing to understand my friend's feelings. That's why I didn't understand what she was saying. But Reina might be different.
この世界はもうおかしくなっちまった。でもだからといって諦めていいなんてことはねえんだよな。
I think many readers forgot or didn't know in what way this would be an answer arcs until this part. True, Joaquin, it's interesting you bring that up. Because I didn't think it was, I thought it was going to be like a roundabout answer arc. Where it would answer it, like, but it wouldn't just show the same chapter like chapter 2. And it hasn't showed this same chapter, to be fair. But this makes it a lot more clear why it's an answer chapter. I thought I was going to do it in a roundabout way where it's in a different universe, but it still answers questions you had from the first chapter. But man, this is crazy.
諦めるってことは信じないってことだ。
I did kind of see from the beginning, Joaquin, that it was kind of like the same deal as Chapter 1, but instead of Keiichi, it was Reina that was like talking to... Wait. Talking to Oishi. After Keiichi talked to Oishi, things started to get pretty bad. I think that was the same for Shion. Same with Reina. No. No, I don't. Because Oishi's like trapped in this stuff too. Man, there's like so many theories that you can come up with. I think that's the most fun part about this series.
俺はレナを、仲間の絆を信じるぜ。だから、まだ間に合うんだ。惨劇は回避できる。
In both universes, after each one past incidents, they become more paranoid as a result. Yeah, yeah. Learns, right.
運命には抗える。
Of each other. Oh, so Reina learned... Oh, so Reina knew that she did this in a timeline too. That's why she tried to save Keiichi in that other one. So it's not like one happened before the other. They're kind of happening at like the same time. You think?
俺たちはあがく。そして掴めるんだ。その先の未来ってやつをな。
No, Keiichi? Keiichi Reina didn't remember though. Apart from Rika. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. He's the only one. Gotcha. Okay, sorry. I guess I got confused. Sorry. Rika-chan nodded with a serious look on her face, and she put her hand in the pocket of her skirt.
圭一、私も諦めない。この世界から希望を失ってたまるものか。私は数えきれない失敗に疲れ果ててた。だから世界がおかしくなることに諦めを感じるようになってた。
She said the thing, what thing? Did she say Higurashi when they cry? Kibo soldier would get it. Kibo? I don't know. Rika hours, let's go.
だからもうレナがどうなろうと知ったことではないと。
So okay.
ゆうべ思った。
So Rika, I don't think Rika is like inherently evil. I think she is somebody that knows about the timeline stuff that... Oh, I just missed the big reveal. Oh, sorry, Dusty. The VOD will be up, and I will upload everything to YouTube after I'm done with Chapter 6, so you won't miss it entirely, but yeah. Welcome, Dusty. But, yeah, I don't think Rika's entirely evil. I think she's just, like, one of the prisoners in this, like, time loop that is trying to break out of it, but she doesn't really know how. And she's just trying to get others to recognize in ways. And I do think Oyashiro-sama is, like, a real being and is, like, the perpetrator behind all this, like, constant time loop. Or it could just be like what Prinzy said, and this is all in hell. And these are just sinners that are constantly going through punishments. Who knows?
でもそれは間違いだった。
She also has a strange unknown friend. Yes! Yeah, we did see that in one of the tips, right, Joaquin? It was in one of the tips she was talking to. At first I thought she was talking to Satoko, but no, it was somebody else, I'm pretty sure.
戦おうとする意志がこんなにも美しく神々しくて、そして運命すらねじ曲げかねない奇跡が起こせることを知った。
And we can't forget that somehow she always knows when she's going to die. She started bringing it up in chapter 4, and she's brought it up since, that like, this is the day I'm going to die, this is how I'm going to die.
だから私はあなたと共に戦おう。もう一度戦おう。
And I think she saw, what was his name? Akasaka? Please tell me I'm remembering that name right. She saw Akasaka as like this kind of like beacon of hope for that world as well. which is why she kind of like tried to warn him and reach out to him, like just not to get involved and mess things up. She kind of saw Akasaka as like a beacon of hope for that world, maybe. Miona hasn't really killed anyone. The only ones crazy, as we know so far, are just 3. Yeah, it's Shion, Reina, Shion, and Keiichi. Yeah. Satoko's innocent. Yeah. Sorry I keep talking. I like theorizing and like talking about this stuff. It's like interesting.
何度でも戦おう。
I should just keep reading.
その先の未来に至れるまで。何度でも。
Theorizing is good for this game. Ah, nice.
リカとケイイチさんが何の話をしてるのかさっぱりわかりませんでしたよ。覚えていないのは当然なのです。ケイイチがすごいだけなのですよ。
She said, "You don't meet an L plus ratio." I'm kidding.
私の高尚な脳みそではさっぱりでしたよ。
Right, Satoko. Rika-chan touched Satoko's forehead to hers.
でも、いつかは思い出してあげてください。あなたが抗えぬ不幸の袋小路にとらわれたとき、ケイイチはあなたを救おうと全身全霊をかけて戦ってくれたことを。
This is such an interesting form of storytelling. I've never really seen it before. Like, it's like it's a continuous story, but it's through like the. I've never streamed, but thanks. It's like a continuous story, but it tells it in like a strange way of like different universes or timelines. Like it's not really like straightforward, but it kind of is. Like where the events do take place in like time as they go on, but you don't really understand that. That's why I was so confused when I went from chapter 1 to chapter 2. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? You are dead. Yeah, at first it seems like it's all different, but it's yeah. Like it's really neat, and it's all continued connected. Like it's really neat, and I think it's a unique form of storytelling that I've not seen before. And it confused me at first, but I definitely do think I like it. My one like problem is like bringing up things over and over again, like the string of mysterious deaths, and explaining it in detail in each chapter. Where I'm like, I get it, I get the concept, I know that happened, but like that's like my only like problem is like repetition of like things that I already know. I understand why it does that, but like it, you know, it can get kind of tiresome sometimes. Like I get the concept, a conspiracy theorist visual novel, true.
ケイイチさんがですの？
The real plot twist is that this is an actual linear storyline. The dots are connecting.
眉唾でございますわよ。ね、ケイイチ。
Rika-chan looked at me, smiling as if waiting for my agreement. I wasn't sure if I could risk my life for Satoko. No, I was sure. I'd risk my life for her. Satoko was my friend. If anybody tried to make her unhappy, I'd beat them up without hesitation. I'd risk my life to save her. There might have even been a world like that. You could say that, Keiichi. You could say that. You could say you killed the whole world because of that. I nodded to Rika-chan. Rika-chan nodded back to me, looking happy.
前原さん、何かありましたか？
Meanwhile, all this is going down, she's like, yo, Keiichi on X Games, bro. What the fuck, man? What are you doing? What the hell are y'all talking about?
Chi-sensei realized that I'd finally calmed down, and she asked me that.
いえ、なんでもないんです。騒がせてすみませんでした。それより、ミオ。
What?
何？
I walked towards her. Mion stepped back, not knowing what was going on.
He was like, "Nah, I don't trust you. You want X Games, bro."
She bumped into the blackboard.
何？ケイちゃん。
Mion was in a daze and just snapped back to reality when she heard her name. I mean, can you blame her?
マジな顔でどうしたの？
Like, what would you do in that situation?
Huh? I held Mion tightly. Oh? Oh? She still didn't know what was going on, and her face turned red. Crying on her shoulder, I told her the following. Oh, I thought he was gonna go for the kiss. Now confess your love for each other.
すまなかった。本当にすまなかった。
何がよ、ケイちゃん。おじさん、本当に何のことかわかんないよ。
This old man.
わかんなくてもいい。わかんなくてもいい。わかんなくてもいいから。聞いてくれ。本当にすまなかった。そして、おはぎ。うまかったぜ。本当にうまかった。
Aw.
元気が出た。
You didn't need him, though.
だから、俺、明日からちゃんと学校に通えるから、また明日も、学校で会おうなって、それが、言えなくて。今日まで、感謝の言葉が遅れて、本当にすまなかった。俺はミオンを、いや、仲間を誰だろうと、二度と疑わない。
This is wholesome, man. This is wholesome and sad.
二度とだ。絶対にだ。だから、ミオン、あの日の俺を、どうか許してくれ。
Mion must have had no idea what I was talking about. And of course, I didn't either. I didn't understand what I was talking about. But my sin wasn't forgiven yet. I needed to confess my sin in order to receive her forgiveness.
ミオンが命を懸けてくれたことを、俺は知ってる。だから、いつかミオンに何かの不幸が訪れたら、俺は絶対に命を懸けて助けるからな。
Are we actually gonna get a good ending this chapter? Somehow I doubt that.
絶対だ。約束する。
Every ending so far has been cruel and unhappy.
ケイちゃん？照れるな。
Aww. No. Mion's face was bright red. She didn't know what was going on. Satoka was blushing too, with a confused look on her face. But Rika-chan and I understood everything. We weren't going to accept a tragedy. We couldn't give up just because the world was going out of order. We were gonna fight against fate to the very last moment. Mion fought for me. Reina fought for me. That's why I was going to fight for Reina. Just like she did for me. I was gonna risk my life to save her. Let's go. Let's go, dude. That's awesome. I love that, man. That was a crazy freaking scene. Like, that was... Oh my god. So what did you think of this scene? That was crazy, eventful, sad, wholesome. I think that's probably like... I don't know if I want to say it's the best scene so far, but it's like, it's up there for Higurashi. Like, I don't know. That scene alone bumped my rating of Higurashi a lot higher than it was going to be. Did your opinion on Keiichi change? Yeah. Keiichi's redeemed himself a bit. I still don't like how he's kind of sussy sometimes with his humor, but I'll chalk that up to 2002 writing. I don't like his little sus moments, but, you know, Keiichi's not so bad. He's not so bad. He needs to be a little more sensitive to people's feelings, but... You know what? He's alright in my book. I mean, he did attempt to stop the assault on one of the girls. Yeah. You know, Keiichi's not bad. I think people's opinions are Keiichi's a victim of 2002 writing. He does mean well, but at the same time, when people think he's annoying, I'm like, fair. Yeah, it really is just that 2002 writing, bro. It's the fact that you can carbon date it. But yeah, he's alright. He's alright. He's not the man that I hated in the beginning of reading this. So I'll be easy on him. I'll give him some leeway. The summit was being held at a traditional Japanese restaurant in Shishibon City. When a black car stepped in front of it, 3 burly cops got out of it, followed by Oishi. They were welcomed by Sonozaki Corps members in equally black suits. It was something you didn't see every day. So Joaquin, I'm curious, you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but have you been following for a while? Because I don't think I've seen you hang out here before. Or maybe if you came from my YouTube or something. Oh, you've been here for a while? Okay. I'm glad to see you, man. You've helped me understand things a lot better. Just streaming in general. Like, I feel like streaming this was definitely the right call, so people could see my reactions, and also people could help me understand things that I might be missing. And yeah, I'm very thankful that a lot of Higurashi fans were here to help me understand things and help make things more clear. Like, y'all have made reading this a lot more enjoyable of an experience than it would have been reading by myself. Higurashi kind of aged bad in little aspects, but when it hits, it really hits, yeah.
遅刻しちゃって申し訳ないですね。
お客人、ご案内いたします。どうぞこちらへ。
There was a sign saying reserved at the entrance. Oishi and his subordinates were taken inside. They walked through the restaurant's pretentious landscaped garden, and they came to the gorgeous Japanese-style entrance. Oh, hey, Akane! Did we get to see her other art styles? I don't remember. Yeah, okay, we did. No booba. Me sad. A woman in a kimono was waiting at the entrance, as was Kasai. No, I agree, Avery. It is one of my favorite visual novels of all time, only second to another story Ryukishi also wrote called Umineko. Ooh. It's the man, the myth, the legend. Also, the voice acting is phenomenal.
Yeah, I do think the voice acting is pretty good at sometimes, but I think some voice actors like Keiichi and Satoko kind of had their rough moments. But I do think overall the voice acting is really good. I like Shion. Shion is an interesting character. She is a very interesting character. A woman in kimono was waiting at the entrance, as was Kasai. And Mion voice actress and Reina. Yeah. Reina Rika...
Excuse me?
Oh my god.
Excuse me?
Oh my...
Excuse me? Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
I nearly
Sorry.
had a
Mommy?
heart attack. Oh, I think Reina, Rika, and Mion and Shion's voice actor do phenomenal. Like, they do ridiculously good. Like, the fact that they can switch between a child and, like, mature sounding voice on, like, a flash of a second is crazy. Upon seeing the police officers, they stopped chatting and bowed deeply. The woman in the kimono was Mion's mother, Akane.
いやー、どうもどうも、園崎社長さん。本日はお招きをいただきありがとうございます。
We've not seen or heard much about Akane, honestly. The only time we even saw a sprite of her was a tip in Chapter 5.
ようこそいらっしゃいました。ご多忙中のはるばるのお越し、心より感謝いたします。
Oh, thank you. I probably do need that stretch. Oh, man. Ugh. Thank you.
いえいえ、今日はごちそうになりますよ。ここの料亭は湯葉が有名ですからね。ね。
Shion is kind of divisive character, but with both people love her and hate her, she can agree that she is an excellent written character. Yeah. Yeah. Like, that's... I think Shion is, like, one of my main reasons that, like, Chapter 5 is one of my favorites. Because it's, like, the perspective of just following her, like, descent into madness throughout the whole chapter is very interesting.
どんなごちそうか楽しみです。
Because it's, like, it's something that can happen to any of us. It really can. And I think that's what makes it the most terrifying.
それから、葛西さんもお久しぶり。
Okay, but can she do a backflip? No, get owned. Ark, that is such a strange way to introduce yourself. Hey, Ark. And Fuki. And her downfall to insanity is so fascinating. Yeah, yeah. Welcome back, Fuki.
直接会うのはだいぶ久しぶりになりますね。
ご無沙汰をいたしております。
まあなんかこの度はお互い戦争状態に突入しちゃってるようですが、白黒を穏便に大人のルールに従って
And I'm like, no wait, no wait.
こっちゃ全面戦争はいつでも大丈夫ですんで。
いえ、そのようなつもりは毛頭。
そりゃこちらもやりたかはないです。あんたが粘ると血の雨が降るって評判ですからね。私もいい年なんで、もう流血沙汰はごめんしたいところです。
I like how Kasai is just like this hidden badass. I love Kasai, man. Obviously, this was a meeting between people who hated each other. The tension in their words indicated that it wasn't likely to be a friendly meeting.
それではご案内いたします。どうぞこちらへ。
主催自らのご案内、痛み入りますよ。
My roommates are trying to get me to wear my costume on campus, but I think it's a little too something for Jesus School campus. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, don't let peer pressure get to you. That's the downfall of most of us in going through school. If I know anything from my experience through high school and college, peer pressure is not a good thing. Definitely not.
そうそう。
The regular sound alerts aren't working right now, Soldier. The blurp ones are, though.
招待状の名前は私で出させていただきましたが、今日の主催は本家でございます。訳あって、招待状の名前を変えさせていただいたことをお詫びいたします。
本家ですか。
Oh, damn, they aren't. I was gonna do a sheesh for a... No, sheesh works. It's hard to tell which ones are from Blurp, but the sheesh works. It's most of like the Metal Gear Solid ones, but like most of the meme ones work. It's the Metal Gear Solid ones in the brick that don't really work. Like, hold on. Where is sheesh? Like, see, sheesh works. I'll send the picture of my costume again on Mochi's Discord. Did you send it earlier? I didn't see it.
防弾チョッキを着に戻ってもいいですかね。ね。
On the other side of the door, there were several tables, and Mion was sitting at one of them. Since Mion was still young, her school uniform functioned as her formal dress. Mochi, did you see the picture I sent? I can go ahead and check it out. You're gonna go much longer, Mochi? Probably until this sub-chapter's over. You didn't send a picture in Discord, Golden. Oh, no, I see it. The bear thing? Yeah, I saw that. I sent the other day, but got self-conscious and deleted it. I never seem to catch anything you post, Fuki. Still, it looks strange with both the police and the corps member in black suits.
これはどうも、園崎家の次期当主のお嬢さん。今日はお招きくださり光栄です。
本日はようこそお越しくださいました。まずはおかけになってください。
Yeah, I'm probably, Ark, if you're still here, I'm probably gonna finish this sub-chapter, so if you plan on streaming today, I would just go ahead and do it. Because I'll probably, like, raid you afterwards. You don't have to stay, Ark, if you need to stream today. Mion politely welcomed the police. And undaunted, even though... Yeah, Mion politely welcomed the police, undaunted, even though they were older than her parents. And you could imagine my reaction every time you said Mion was evil or sucked before Chapter 5. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Joaquin. To be fair, I think that was everyone. Listen. Here's the quote that I always die and live by. And it's the quote that we should have as a banner for the channel. I never claimed to be smart. I'm kind of feeling iffy about streaming, to be honest. I just wanted to know if we would get to hang for a while. Oh, I got you, yeah. I mean, I think this chapter won't end for a while, so yeah, we should be having plenty of time. I mean, Ark, I decided to stream today because I put, like, as I've said on Discord, I put a whole 15 hours into my overlay. As you can see, I put so much hard work and originality into it. Can't you tell? But fair warning, I will most likely delete it again because it's so awful. Well, I better catch it before I miss it then. Oh, wait, no, I did see that. I did see that. I did see that. 15 hours and 8 minutes, yeah. That's great, Fuki. I love that. Nacho Libre is great. How many seconds? 45. Best overlay I've ever seen, truly. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. I'm sorry, guys. I just need to shut up and keep reading. Stop it, Mochi. Yon gave Kasai a look and he tapped on the door. Waitresses, who had been waiting behind the door, started bringing out drinks.
Oi-san, 一体これは何のつもりっすかね?
さてね。まあ、ここは舌鼓を打たせてもらいましょう。ここの湯葉は有名ですよ。
I got so many double takes in Walmart because that shirt is so awful and matches my skin tone too. They started drinking, but the tension continued for a while. Mion made the waitresses and the other members of the Sonozaki Corps leave the room, and only Oishi and his subordinates, Mion, Akane, and Kasai were left in the room.
さて、今日はどういうお話ですかな?
Akane nodded and began speaking.
本日は皆さんとの間に生じている誤解について解かせていただきたく、このような場を設けさせていただきました。
ほう、誤解と申しますと?
発端はとてもさまつでございます。ここにいる葛西が竜宮レナとの個人的事情により会見を求めたのです。よってこの度の件は葛西辰義と竜宮レナ個人間のこと。園崎組は関与しておりません。
個人的事情って何ですかね? 片木の竜宮さんと極道の葛西さんにどういう個人的な接点が生じるっていうんです?
葛西?
はい。僭越ながらご説明させていただきます。
Also, for any Higurashi fans that might not already know this, but I can tell just by hearing Kasai's voice. If any of you are One Piece fans, I'm almost positive Kasai is the same person who voices Akainu in One Piece. This guy is actually a pretty common voice actor, I'm pretty sure. He does a lot of stuff. He does Kainu for One Piece, the narrator in Kengan Ashura. Like, he has a lot of work, I think. But I know him best as like a Kainu from One Piece. Kasai told the police officers that he happened to meet Reina at a coffee house in Okinomiya. He explained that Reina found something he lost there and that she offered to bring it back to him.
ちょいと無理がございませんかね。まあ100歩譲って落とし物の話を信じてもいいですよ。その後がちょいとおかしくないですかね。竜宮レナを探して組の若い連中が動員されてるって聞いてますよ。
それに関しましては、この私めの手落ちでございます。竜宮レナさんが遅くになっても帰宅されないのを 家人が心配されていたので、繁華街で見かけていることがないかどうか若い者に聞かせたのですが、その際に手違いがありましたようで。
So many misunderstandings, man.
おうおうおう、ちょいと待ってくださいよ。こんな割烹まで呼び出して、そのヨタ話を信じろっての？
I know it sounds like BS, Oishi, but he's telling the truth.
あんた、うちらの商売を舐めてんの？
Can't believe Fuki stalks themselves on Mochi's Discord.
ん？
Oishi looked a lot more like a member of the Yakuza than the real Yakuza did. Oishi threatened them with a nasty smile, and it piled all the more tension onto the atmosphere in the room.
おいさん、まあまあ。
Kumagai tried to make him stand down. Officers with hot tempers pair with others who are good at calming them down, just like how Yakuza do. Oishi backed off with a grin. Kumagai took over, continuing from there.
それで、園崎家さんはどうおっしゃりたいわけですか？
Higurashi is the happy tree friends of anime, but with actual good character and actual development. Joaquin, I hate that you're so right on that. I hate that you hit that nail on the head. I mean, I always had a feeling that Higurashi was going to be, like, dark and, like, have a lot of violence in it, because that's, like, what made it famous among the anime community. Like I told you guys, my first interaction with Higurashi was actually a spoiler. It was like, I think it was a Watch Mojo list. It was like, top 10 most disturbing anime moments. And it was like that scene of like Shion having to rip off her nails. So I was actually, that was the actual like spoiler I got before actually reading Higurashi. So I always knew it was going to be something like messed up, but to this extent, I did not know. But that was the only ever spoiler I ever got for it. And I mean, I feel like a lot of people that hadn't seen or read Higurashi probably got spoiled on it, because that was like a famous, like, oh my god, this is so disturbing. Look, they're ripping the fingernails off. You know what I mean.
竜宮レナと葛西達義の個人的問題だから民事に介入するなとおっしゃりたいわけで、そういうわけにはいきません。
I watched the Rika and Shion head stab scene like a decade ago and wrote it off as an edgy trash anime at the time. I saw Higu spoilers but didn't know it was Higu until the moment happened. And more realistic and heartbreaking compared to Happy Tree Friends. Yeah. Happy Tree Friends is more like just shocking to be shocking.
竜宮レナは警察で保護させていただきます。
Mion opened her mouth for the first time in a while.
警察は竜宮レナを保護なさる理由をお聞かせください。
そりゃ決まってるじゃないかよ。あんたらが狙ってるからだよ。
Wish she answered bluntly, but Mion remained nonchalant. That must have made him all the more annoyed.
どうして東方が竜宮レナを狙っているとお思いで？
I like this tension. I mean, they die next chapter alive and so on. Yeah.
そりゃあんたの胸に聞きゃいいだろう。ご自分のその胸に。
大石さん、本日は皆さんの誤解を解くための会合です。もちろん耳を貸されないのもまたご自由かとは存じますが、聞いた方がさぞかしよろしいかと思いますよ。
I'm just sitting here like wondering how this is gonna end horribly.
ほう、 我々が何の誤解をしていると？
竜宮レナの持っている高野美代のスクラップ帳についてある重大な誤解をされております。
The officer's expressions grew stern all at once. All of a sudden, she had gotten straight to the point.
竜宮レナの保護は彼女が高野美代のスクラップ帳を持っているからなのではございませんか？
Oishi and his subordinates glared back at her without saying a word, making it obvious that her guess was right.
葛西
Akane gave him a look and he left the room. However, he shortly returned, carrying a black suitcase. Every one of the officers assumed that there was a tremendous amount of money in the suitcase, and that the Sonozaki family was trying to buy them off. Kasai opened the suitcase and showed the contents to the police.
これは。
Oh shit. Wait, did Reina not take the scrapbooks with her?
高野美代のスクラップ帳です。
Did she, leave them behind in a panic?
残念ながら、竜宮レナに手渡したと思われるものが含まれておりません。
Oh, she has multiple.
これを本日の魚にいたそうかと思います。
中身を拝見させていただいても構いませんか？
ええ、どうぞ。お話はそれを読んでいただいた後で構いません。必要でしたら人払いもさせましょう。
いえ、それには及びません。
The cops produced latex gloves from their pockets, put them on, and took one of the scrapbooks out of the suitcase. There were more than 10 of them in there.
それらは高野美代の死亡の際に沖宮の自宅から発見したものです。
Sorry to pause all of a sudden, but I gotta pee real quick, so I'll be right back. I really need to fix that be right back screen. But I am back. Oishi and the others desperately turned the pages of the well-thumbed scrapbooks.
これ間違いなく高野美代のなんでしょうね。
Keep it broken, permanent scuff. Oh my god.
間違いありません。
おいさん、もしこれらに類するものをリュウグウレナが持っているとするなら、
おそらくはリュウグウレナが持つスクラップ帳もそれらに類する内容でしょう。
Oishi looked stunned by the contents of the scrapbooks. He started turning the pages faster, then closed the scrapbook roughly.
ここにあるスクラップ帳、全部がこんな中身なんですか？
ええ、そうですよ。納得ゆくまでご覧ください。
The other officers also rapidly turned through the pages. They weren't reading them, just flipping through. They took one scrapbook from the suitcase after another and flipped through the pages roughly.
おいさん、こんなのめちゃくちゃです。たちの悪いオカルト小説ですよ。
Hey! Mio put a lot of work in those.
冥界と現世が激突して溜め込んだ流入した。
Oh my god.
これを証拠として採用しろって言うんすか？
ああ、そっちは冥界の仕業なんだ。俺のは地底人の仕業って書いてあるよ。
Mine's got skinwalkers. This one says something about Slender Man. What if Mio's scrapbooks are just the SCP files? This one is about classified weapons of the blanks. This one is about the legacy of the Mu continent. And that one is about Aussie, the mysterious creature in Onigafuchi Swamp. Oh my god. Nice Lassie reference.
おそらく
Not Lassie, Nessie.
リュウグ
Sorry.
ウレナが持つスクラップ帳には皆さんもよくご存知の寄生虫説が記されているのだろうと察します。
The police were dumbfounded. They couldn't believe what they were seeing. The other officers were shooting glances at Oishi. They hadn't said anything to him, but they never really believed in the story of the parasite, let alone the bioterrorism. But Oishi had believed it and told them he had proof. None of the scrapbooks in front of them said anything about parasites, but it was easy to assume the contents of one scrapbook were no different in nature from another. In other words, all of them were just crappy occult novels. Oishi appeared unable to accept the fact that was facing him. But now that he was actually looking at it, it was too difficult to ignore. Mio Takano was an occult geek who had laughable ideas about the legend of Onigafuchi. But Reina took them seriously, and so had Oishi. The other officers could no longer stop themselves from laughing at the ridiculous scrapbooks. Oishi glared at them and they stopped laughing. The main reason Oishi took the story of the parasite seriously was because the Sonozaki family was apparently after Reina Ryugu for the scrapbooks she had. Plus Takano, the owner of the scrapbooks, was killed. Because of these two reasons, he believed that in that occult B novel. Oishi was frustrated without a doubt. He has to accept that he was wrong. Oishi was eager for any information that could help him solve the series of mysterious deaths of Hinamizawa before he retired. Respect the old man stare. Oishi's like the Batman of Higurashi. A combination of numbers A combination of a number of factors made Takano's ridiculous theory become highly credible to him.
いくつかお聞きしたい。
He is not happy.
高野美代はどうして？
Well, we don't know that.
高野美代についても富武二郎についても当
Except,
家では一切関知しておりません。
except not epic.
そりゃそう言うだろうな。自分のことを嘘つきという嘘つきがこの世にいるわけはない。
あらあら大石さん。当家で始末したなら死体が出るとお思いで。
Also, this is kind of the end of Reina's perspective because it's going to end in the next stream, I believe. Oh, okay, gotcha. Mion wore a cold smile. She had said too much. Oh shit, she said Ora is Mion now. Don't be sus, no arc. Let's not be sus. She had said too much. Akane cleared her throat as if to condemn the statement, and that made Mion shut her mouth. She glared at the young successor. Yeah, Mion's 14, let's not... Careful, Ark. But he knew she was right. I'm not being sus, I thought those were the rules.
リュウグウレナをなんで追ってるんだよ。
初めから追っていないと申し上げております。
Even though she seems 16? Yeah.
確かにそう見えてしまう誤解が生じたことはこちらのミスです。
Aura equals MILF. Do it and you'll be MILF too much. Oh god.
その点につきましては私よりお詫びさせていただきます。
The reasons which made Oishi take Reina's delusion seriously collapsed one by one. Mion and Akane looked at each other. They must have decided to let Akane speak. She did so firmly.
当家からのお願いを申し上げさせていただきます。当家ではこのような世まいごとの内容に踊らされて警察と事を交えるのは望むところではありません。伝え聞くところでは県警防対本部の三海氏が公安部と調整をされていると聞いております。何かのさまつな口実をきっかけに当家に関連するすべてに対し一斉捜査を入れられるおつもりとか。
That had been at Oishi's request. Oishi took Reina's story seriously, and he wanted to find the research facility that was developing the parasite. He was intending to use it as proof of the potential bioterrorist attack. But as he had no idea where to start looking, he tried to conduct simultaneous raids on all the facilities of the Sonozaki family, owned in the entire prefecture, in cooperation with the task force for gang groups and public safety. Normally, the circumstantial evidence he had wouldn't be enough to get their cooperation. In fact, public safety doubted Oishi's source because they hadn't heard any of the potential terrorist attacks. They trusted their information network. But Oishi took advantage of his long career and his old friends, and he managed to get them to cooperate. Oishi's face broke out in a nervous sweat. Needless to say, he realized he was completely wrong.
当家もダム戦争の当時はいろいろとご迷惑をおかけいたしましたが、すでに昭和も60年代を前にし、時代の移り変わりを感じております。そんな中、当家もまた弱きを助け、強きをくじく任教団体でありながらも、時代に即した平和的な路線を模索しているところです。
I don't know if y'all agree with me, but I think the Sonozaki family is one of the most interesting parts about the story of Higurashi. Because you kind of see them as like this big like main villain that like oversees everything. But they're kind of just like this group that is a part of the world. but they kind of just like, oh, you think we did it? All right, you can think that. They kind of just exist, and they're not really evil. They're just there in the world. They just exist, and they do their own thing. Like, it's very interesting.
そんな中、警察の一斉捜査を頂戴しては、手前どもの面目が丸つぶれでございます。
Family is very interesting. Nothing stronger than family.
あんたんとこの面目なんて知らないよ。
Nice first grader insult there, Oishi.
叩きゃ誇りが出るんだ。一斉捜査は決行しますよ。
誇りが出れば結構ではございますが、出なかった場合、いくら大石さんといえど、決して軽んじれない責任問題に発展するかと存じますが。
上等だよ。牛と全面戦争するか。
Man, I love Vin Diesel.
それをお望みでしたら、それもまたよろしいかと。どうかお気が済むようお仕事をなされてくださいませ。当家はいつでも受けて立ちますので。
Let's go. Akane Sonozaki didn't betray Oishi's expectations. Although her right to become the successor was taken away, Akane had been through a lot more than Mion. Oishi couldn't back out now. But he knew it was a fight he probably couldn't win. Kumagai butted in and tried to calm him down.
一斉捜査を控えることに対する見返りは？
Mion answered this time.
双方の友好の証として、そのスクラップ帳を皆さんに献上いたします。
I find it ironic that Ryukishi drew spites for Akane, but not for Kimiyoshi or Oryu. I know, right, Joaquin? You would think that, like, of anybody, those two would get sprites, because they're, like, one of the more, like, important characters in the story, especially Oryu. I guess you could, like, make excuses like the mayor isn't as important, but, like, I feel like they still should have gotten sprites if Akane got a sprite, you know?
そのスクラップ帳があれば、まだ高野美代を出しに矛先を引っ込めることもできましょう。
And they had a very important in these late chapters. Right, right. These scrapbooks proved how ridiculous Mio Takano's theory was. I think that's kind of why I like using the console version, because it has the mouth movement, but it also draws sprites for characters that didn't have sprites that maybe the people that did the console thought they should have sprites. What did it say? These scrapbooks proved how ridiculous Mio Takano's theory was. Takano was dead anyway. Kimiyoshi is the real protag of Higurashi. Oishi could show people these scrapbooks and say he was fooled. He could still pretend the whole raid thing never happened. Kinda wish Keiichi's parents and Reina's dad also got a console sprite. Keiichi's parents definitely should have gotten a console sprite. I don't care what anyone says. They 110% needed to get a console sprite. A sprite. The sprites from Oryu and Kimiyoshi were based on their anime appearances from console. Oh, I got you. He might have to take responsibility for it, but if he didn't back off now, there'd be no doubt that he'd face a hopeless mess. If he was going to back off, it was now or never. The administrative staff at his station weren't exactly fond of him. Keiichi's dad should be a stickman with a fedora. What a Chad. Oh my god. If he made such a huge mistake right before his retirement, people who had been looking for a chance for revenge would cut his pension with glee. The anime came before the console. Oh, okay. So from my understanding is, it all started with, like, the the roughly drawn OG, like, visual novel. Then the anime came. Then the consoles came. And then they remade the sprites for PC, and that's what the remake is about. His pension was decided by multiplying his base salary by a certain number. If they cut his base salary, there was no way he could avoid a big reduction.
Oi-san.
That must have been pretty cool for Ryukishi, because I imagine that maybe he drew the original sprites, and even though his original visual novel was kind of rough looking, that it got picked up by a big studio and got turned into like this popular anime. I'd say that had to have been a big moment for him, and he was really happy about it. He definitely deserved it, because the story is amazing, if nothing else. He decided to back off. It was hard for him to admit mistakes at his age. He grimaced with anger.
あとはクマちゃんに任すわ。
I bet it's how it was. It's like how it was for One Punch Man. True. Where it was originally that roughly drawn webcomic, and then it got turned into what was I gonna say? And then it got turned into the manga, which then got turned into the anime. If you ever seen the original art, it's not. Yeah, I've seen the original art by One. Ryukishi's sprites do have a certain charm to them. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
ちょっと飲みすぎちゃったみたいです。私はちょいと縁側で夜風に当たっています。
And I mean, you gotta give Ryukishi credit. He wrote the entire story. He made all the backgrounds. I assume he basically coded the whole thing by himself. And he still found time to draw sprites for the characters he thought was important to draw sprites for. Like, you've gotta give him a lot of credit. Like, he did a lot. I assume he had, like, maybe some people to help him, but it was mostly by himself, if I'm correct, right?
失礼。
Only his brother. So it was only him and his brother that did it. No, those are the only two people that worked on it. Oishi stood up quickly and left the room, making a lot of noise as he walked, and his parents sometimes. Oh, that's wholesome. That really is wholesome, man. What the... See, like, he did a lot. I think his art style now is pretty decent. He improved a ton. Oh, wow. I'll have to see it after I finish Higurashi. I don't want to... I'm telling you now, guys, I'm not looking up anything Higurashi related because I feel like I'll get spoiled immediately. Oishi stood up quickly and left the room, making a lot of noise as he walked. Like, I've not even Googled characters' names or anything. Or, like, anything like that. Kasai closed the door. Oishi left open. The room was filled with silence again. Don't Google shit. At that point, Kumagai opened his mouth.
園崎家さんの言い分は了解いたしました。警察としても一斉捜査が及ぼす各業界への影響は本意ではなく、それによって小競り合いを誘致することもまた本意ではありません。よって市内の平穏を維持するため、今後とも警察と園崎家で連携していくことを確認したいと思います。よってこの度の一斉捜査は見送らせていただきます。
ありがとうございます。園崎家当主お領に代わりまして深く御礼申し上げます。
約束に従い、このスクラップ帳は警察でお預かりします。それから条件が2つ。
賜ります。
1点目は、この場にないスクラップ帳を園崎家が入手した場合、 速やかに警察に提出すること。
And to be fair, the OG backgrounds make some of the scenes more tense, like the yeah, yeah, because it has like that grainy feeling, and it gives you like a kind of sense of like eeriness. I get what you mean, Joaquin. Yeah. It'd be interesting to have like the console sprites, but also have like the raw backgrounds.
2点目は、リュウグウ・レナの身柄を確保した場合、速やかにその身柄を警察に引き渡すこと。
And not the call for one from the console, yeah.
2点目は認められません。リュウグウ・レナは妄想に取りつかれた一少女に過ぎません。当家で速やかに身柄を確保した上で、しかるべき治療を受けられる医療機関を手配します。これは当人の権利でもあります。
その点につきましては当方も主張を引けません。当方には高野殺しを含めてリュウグウ・レナに尋問する権利があります。重要参考人としてです。容疑者としてではありません。
Akane whispered to Mion. Mion in turn nodded and began to speak.
わかりました。2点目の条件を了承します。ただし、当方からも条件を追加します。
This is he's gonna go back and forth with conditions.
リュウグウ・レナの権利保全のため、当家から弁護士を派遣します。リュウグウ・レナへの尋問はすべて弁護士立ち会いのもとで行うこと。
了解しました。ただし、1点。
I knew it! One more condition. You must admit that you stink.
園崎家からの弁護士が意図的に派遣されないことによる妨害は認めません。警察はリュウグウ・レナの身柄を確保した後、直ちに尋問を開始します。
And as you can probably imagine, it didn't even have the voice actors. They came after the anime because it became famous to voice the console remake. Yeah. One more condition, you must take a goddamn bath, my dude. Oh god. And you also have to give it to the voice actors too, because I don't think people realize. I feel like a lot of Higurashi fans can agree with me, and just people that read visual novels. Visual novel voice actors do a lot. Like, a lot. Like, a lot more than an anime, in my opinion. Like, there's so many lines.
当家も問題ありません。ただし、リュウグウ・レナの身柄確保時には、直ちに当家へ連絡をすること。
It's interesting to know that they did the voice acting, after they did the anime for the visual novel. To, like, kind of just to kind of, incentivize people to go back and read the visual novel if they hadn't already when they watched the anime. Of course, it'll be the opposite for me, where I'm reading the visual novel now, and then I'll go and watch the anime.
可能な限り早く連絡するようにいたします。
Akane cut in.
尋問をあらかた終えてから電話されても困ります。
They had to voice drama CDs of the entire game, the anime, and the console remake. Yeah. Yeah, like that's a lot.
身柄を確保した時点でご連絡をお願いします。
Like, especially for characters like Keiichi, Mion, especially Mion and Shion. She got put through the ringer, dude. She had 2 separate characters to voice act.
ここいらは互いを信頼した上での善意の取り決めでございます。
Oh, some more work?
どうか夢保護にされることがないようよろしくお願い申し上げます。
わかりました。双方による善意の取り決めです。遵守に誠心誠意努力いたします。
Akane and Kumagai glared at each other for a moment. Surprisingly, Kumagai was very calm. He was always in the shadow of Oishi, who was loud and noisy, but he had as much guts as his superior did. Oishi was good at taking care of matters in a rough and threatening kind of way, but Kumagai was good at negotiations like this. The meeting ended, and the police stood from their seats. The tension in the room had finally ceased. Kasai put the scrapbooks back in the suitcase and handed it to Kumagai. Kumagai looked at Kasai, nodded lightly, and took what was offered him.
イタリー製の最高級カバンです。今日のお土産に含まれますので、どうかお持ちになってくださいませ。
いえ、お約束ではスクラップ帳のみをお預かりすることになっております。カバンは後日、園崎組事務所へお返しに伺わせていただきます。それでは失礼します。園崎家当主お涼さんにもどうかよろしくお伝えください。
The officers left after bowing to Mion. After making sure that the police had left the hallway, Mion sighed heavily and finally let go of her tension. She spread her feet on the floor, flapping the rim of her skirts.
いやー、肩が凝っちゃったよ。お母さんがやってくれればよかったのに。
バカだね。あんたの方が肩書きが上なんだよ。こういうのは年じゃなくて肩書きなの。葛西、中井に行ってビールでも持ってこさせて。あと外の若いのも呼び入れて何か冷たいのを振る舞ってやりな。
Nice.
ビールだけでよろしいですか？
ああ、この子はダメ。オレンジジュースでも頼みな。
子供扱いして。
I mean, hey, I'm not saying no to orange juice. I don't know about you, chat, but I'll take some damn orange juice.
肩書きが上でも全然大人扱いしてもらってないよ。
いくつになってもでっかい子供だよ、あんたは。
I love how Mr. Businessman has doggo head right now. Wait, no. Wait, are you serious? I forgot it. Dude, he's so tall. I didn't think about that. Oh my god. Whoops. A flaw in my overlay has been spotted.
それはそうと、今回の一件、お父さんがだいぶ手回ししてくれてるんだよ。
What do you think of Tomitake? I don't have much of an opinion on Tomitake. Flaw, this is a feature. I think he's a pretty nice guy. Looks fit. I don't know. It's just he kind of just shows up and he's like pretty nice to people and then he dies. Mio is interesting. I think she has like interest, like the way she like looks at things, like the theories and like the mysteries of Hinamizawa and how she like kind of makes people think that like she knows everything, but she's really just like the equivalent of a fanfic.net user. He dies like Kenny from South Park. Yeah, it's sad, man. My man Tommy Take never gets a break. But I think Takano is one of my more favorite characters, I would say. Because her whole character arc is interesting. Yeah, I don't have a lot more to say on that, but yeah. I really wish I could articulate myself better. When I inevitably make the review for this game, it's gonna be so scuffed.
葛西もね。あんたも片木と会うときはもうちょい気を利かせな。
みっともない限りです。
しかしさ、あの大石をコケにするとはレナちゃんもやるじゃない？
Moch, I hope you're proud of me. I could have made like 3 your mom jokes this past hour and I've stopped myself. I am proud of you, Ark. You have officially ranked up from 9-year-old to 10-year-old. Very nice.
あんたの友達はつくづく大物が多いね。
The real Higurashi were the friends we've made along the way, truly.
今度ぜひ母さんにも紹介してよ。
Hell yeah, I can't wait to have Hell yeah, I can't wait to have a Lilo and Stitch birthday party. Chicken getting big for his britches forgets he's a
お芝居でも一緒に見に行きたいね。葛西、今度レナちゃんに会ったらぜひそう伝えておいてよ。その時また物騒な話を吹き込むんじゃないよ。
もちろん分かってます、姉さん。
With that, they successfully dispelled the magical power of Takano-san's scrapbooks. The whole mess shouldn't grow any larger. The only remaining problem was Reina. Where could she be hiding? Alright, and that seems like... Well, we'll read the tip, and then we'll end it off for today. Oh my god. This was a crazy freaking stream, dude. Are we not getting a tip? The chapter's not over? I guess I could keep going. Yeah, I've got an hour left. I can keep going. Before I went to bed, I headed to my window to close the curtain. I saw the shadow of a person near the porch. Who could it be so late? Well, I didn't have to guess who it was. There was only one person I knew who might come to see me so late. I opened the window and looked more carefully this time. 4-hour stream, let's go. I was right. It was Reina. She was just standing still, under the light. I wondered how long she'd been there for. It didn't look like she was going to ring the doorbell. She was just standing there. She seemed to be asking herself whether to ring the doorbell or not. For how long she had been hesitating in front of my door. It looked like even standing was giving her a hard time. She looked very tired, standing there menacingly. I ran down the stairs, put my sandals on, and rushed out of the house. Reina looked surprised to see me, even though I came out after making a lot of noise. Calm down, Keiichi. She looked relieved to see me for a moment, but then she soon glanced downward and looked sad again.
お前、いつからここに突っ立ってたんだよ。
わかんない。夕方、ちょっと過ぎくらいからだったと思う。
Dear Lord. Reina must have been staying somewhere outside for the last 2 days at the very least. And it wasn't like she'd been camping for fun. She'd been in a state of high tension the whole time, believing that someone was trying to kill her. Reina looked utterly exhausted. She seemed to have taken care of the deep scratch she made on her neck the other day with some large band-aids. The band-aids had cute pictures, but that only made the wound on her neck look more painful. I saw some band-aids soaked with blood on her arms and body too, and I could tell she made them herself. She had more scars than she had last night.
とにかく、中に入ろう。この2日間、ろくなものを食べてないんだろ。
I tried to take her in the house. She refused with a vague expression on her face. It wasn't that she didn't want to go into the house. It was more like she had to refuse because she thought she didn't deserve it.
もうね、ダメなの。今のこの瞬間も、私の全身の中で変なのがざわざわ騒いで、かゆくて、溢れ出しそうなの。
Oh, Reina.
なあ、レナ。多分それは何かの病気なんだ。とりあえず今夜は俺の家で休んで、明日の朝一番で監督の診療所へ行ってみないか。監督ならレナの微妙な立場を分かってくれるから、誰にも内緒で診察してくれるよ。
Oh no, I don't trust you, Reina.
もうダメ。自分でもわかるんだよ。富武さんがどういう最後を遂げたか、今ははっきりとわかるの。
She's still in the delusional state.
私は必死にそれを我慢しているだけ。
Reina believed she was given some kind of suspicious drug that made her claw her neck to death just like Tomitake-san did. She had convinced herself that it was going to happen. She wouldn't hear anything else right now. But she really wanted somebody to help her. She wanted help, but when someone tried to give her a hand, it looked like the hand of the devil. If this was some kind of disease, what a horribly depressing disease it was.
私ね、どういう最後になるかわからないけど、多分、もうそんなに長くないと思うの。
Reina.
そんなことねえさ。無敵の部活メンバー竜宮レナがそんな程度でくたばるかよ。
ありがとう。それでね、私死んじゃう前に圭一君にどうしても謝りたかったの。
Don't die on us, Reina. I've gotten so much more attached to you as a character.
謝る？何をだよ。
私昨日すごくいけないことを言って圭一君を傷つけた。
She must be talking about last night. I vastly prefer Higurashi Kai than normal first game. Question arc Higurashi. Reina, what if I die anyways? Yeah, the question arc, I don't know. I don't know if you agree with me, Joaquin, but it just feels really slow. And, like, not a lot happens. Like, Kai, things are a lot more intense, the pace is faster, and it feels like more important things are happening. She must be talking about last night. She trusted me, but when Oishi-san told her about my past, she felt betrayed. And after that, everything I did out of goodwill seemed like the opposite to her. Mysteries are slow to settle. I know, Ark, but at the time, it was kind of frustrating, you know what I mean? And after that, everything I did out of goodwill seemed like the opposite to her. I know what it's like. I once felt the same way about you, Reina.
私もね、昔引っ越してくる前、とても悪いことをしていた。いっぱい。
そうか。そうなんだ。
Though Onikakushi was very scary. True, yeah. Yeah, that one was pretty tense.
圭一君みたいにおもちゃの鉄砲で撃つのなんかと比べ物にならないよ。
And yeah, now it's just sad. Like I said, a reread in my own time of Higurashi is going to hit a lot different.
金属バットで頭が割れちゃうくらいに殴った。
I'm sorry, Lily. The brick doesn't work today. The brick is shy today.
みんな大怪我だった。他にもね、学校のガラスとかいっぱい割って歩いたり、それからね。
Well, I don't feel bad for you, Ark.
それからね。
Because I already said that and you just did it anyways. I know. I know. But I don't care about any of that. You did that before you moved here. That's why you stopped being Reina Ryugu and became Reina after you moved here, right? To me, you're my best friend who's very kind, thoughtful, and fun. I think Arc 2 only functions more after Chapter 5. That's the most important thing. I don't care who you were before. Watson, guys. Yeah.
ね、私ももっともっといっぱい悪い。
For a second, I thought Joaquin was referring to my sequel. Oh, Lord. Arcanum VT2? Hold on.
圭一君のこと仲間じゃないなんていう資格、全然なかった。
それは、俺もなんだ。
Ah, yes, improved Dragon King.
俺も、最初、レナの過去のことを聞いて、恐れた。
I don't even know you. Joaquin really just hit you with the Thanos, I don't even know who you are. Sorry, Ark, you gotta hold this L.
そっか。知ってたんだ。
Reina laughed sadly. She seemed shocked to find out that I knew about her history when she thought I didn't, on my way to dropkick.
でも、だからなんだよって思ったぜ。引っ越してくる前に、レナがどんな大悪党だとしたって。それでレナはいろいろと泣いたり笑ったりしながら人生を積み重ねてきて、それでひなみ沢に引っ越してきて、誰にも恥じなくていい生活をしてるじゃねえかよ。前の町で悪いことがあったとしたって、レナはそれを悔いているならどうでもいいことだったんだよ。その結果、竜宮レナってやつが尊敬できる人間に成長できたならどうでもいいことだったんだよ。
I should have noticed it earlier. Reina's Reina. That's why she's Reina Ryugu. I couldn't understand that simple thing when she said she wasn't Reina.
レナも聞いたろ。俺も悪いやつだった。バカだったんだ。なんてバカなことをしたんだと後悔した。だから、引っ越しは人生をもう一度やり直すいい機会だと思ったんだ。だから俺は、ひなみ沢では自分で自分が好きになれる前原圭一だったと思ってる。それは、レナもなんだろ？茨城でどういう生活だったかなんて関係ない。ひなみ沢にいる竜宮レナが大事なんだ。だから、竜宮レイナが何者だろうと、 俺には全然関係ないことだったんだ。
Based.
そうだよね。そうだよね。
新しい自分をやり直せる機会は何回あったっていいんだ。
Literally.
そんな機会があるから、俺たちは何回も失敗しながら、傷つきながら、もっと大好きになれる自分を探してさまよえるんじゃないかよ。人生に一度や二度のつまずきなんてつきものなんだ。だからそんなのにへこたれないで、俺たちはどんどん成長していかなくちゃいけないんだ。
You know what, Mochi, you're right. I'm spitting, I'm telling you, I'm spitting.
だからそんなたくましい人の膝に残るかさぶたを見ておぞましく思うなんて最低のことだったんだよ。
What? I think Keiichi's better now. He's kind of based now. He was pretty sus before, but he's based now. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. When you go through a lot of pain, you can be kinder to others. So, I don't need to know your past, and even if I knew, it shouldn't have changed the way I treated you. But we were fools. We couldn't understand that until we went through things like this ourselves. Mion knew that from the beginning. We were such fools. We hurt each other and we made each other cry.
だから、竜宮レナはこれまでも今も、そしてこれからも、いつまでも俺の最高の仲間だ。
Virgin Keiichi and Higurashi won versus Chad Keiichi and Higukai. True, Joaquin. His voice has been kind of grating on me. It can be kind of rough sometimes, but I think I've grown used to it. I think I've grown accustomed to it.
レナが辛い時、きっと俺が助けるから、俺を信じてくれ。
ありがとう。ケイチ君を信じるよ。
It's very tragic, but what she said isn't true. Oh, man. She probably didn't mean to lie. But I knew she didn't trust me from the bottom of her heart. He voices a lot of infamous anime protags. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I feel like I did have heard his voice from somewhere before. My words didn't reach her heart. I knew that because Reina kept telling me to trust her that time. She kept saying those words, while I kept hitting her with the bat. But they still didn't reach me.
私ね、もう多分長くない命だと思うけど。
Reina.
こんな素敵なケイチ君がいるひなみ座を救うために頑張るよ。
The VA who voices the twins also plays Kagome from Inuyasha. It's been so long since I've watched Inuyasha. Wait, he remembers the bat? What do you mean? Like he remembers what happens in the other timelines? Yeah. Yeah, we've been through that. I forgot when you joined the stream arc. No, Reina.
奴らなんかにこの村を乗っ取らせない。
Oh no. Oh no.
みんなで楽しく過ごしていた日々を取り戻すために私は戦うよ。
I've been in and out, so I'm kind of out of the loop. You're good, Orc.
奴らの陰謀を必ずやっつけてみせるから。
And Kagome's last name is Higurashi. What? Really? Well, that... Huh. Wait, did Inuyasha come before Higurashi? If so, that is so funny. That happened. She said that she trusted me, but she didn't understand anything I was saying. It did? Oh my god. That's a funny little coincidence right there. Even if I kept telling her that the conspiracy was Takano-san's delusion, it wouldn't reach her.
ありがとう、ケイチ君。レナを許してくれて。
I do. I forgive you. So, please forgive me for what I did to you.
きっとひなみ沢を救う。だからケイチ君、力を貸して。
No, man.
ケイチ君だけは信じられる。
Oh, man. She is in such a rough state of mental affairs.
ケイチ君となら救えると思ってる。
レナ、レナ
I knew how bad of a corner Reina was driven into. If I was her, I'd be walking around with a baseball bat thinking every single person around me was my enemy. Ryukishi really knows how to write mental health, yeah. Reina cared about me so much, but I saw her as my worst enemy. He was a social worker. Oh, that explains a lot then. That explains a lot. I'm actually thinking about getting into social work myself. Funny you bring that up. Right now, I am a certified youth peer support specialist, but I do eventually want to be like a counselor or something. Probably not a therapist, but like a counselor would be nice. But Reina, you still trust me, even when you're driven into this bad of a corner. I couldn't understand what you were saying. I beat you to death while you kept telling me to trust you. But you're different. You still trust me? You're so...
どうして泣いてるの？
That also explains the raw realism of Satoko's abuse, yeah.
許してくれ。許してくれ。俺は、もう絶対にレナを裏切らないから。レナのことを信じるから。だから、許してくれ。
何のことを言ってるのかよくわかんない。ケイチ君はいつもレナのことを信じてくれてるよ。だからレナもケイチ君のことを信じてる。信じていいんだよね。ケイチ君だけはレナを信じてくれるんだよね。
Tears fell from my eyes. I sobbed and nodded again and again to answer her. Tears welled up in Reina's eyes too. Before I knew it, we were putting our foreheads together with tears in our eyes.
あのね、私ね、この戦いを終わらせる方法を見つけたの。
Moat, who's the worst character? Eerie. Eerie. Easy.
本当か？
うん。勝ち目のほとんどない方法だけど、私にできる一番の抵抗だと思
う。レナ、それがどんな方法かは知らないけど。
Okay, remind me to ask.
俺たちはみんなでまた楽しかった元の日々に戻れるんだよな。
Okay, remind me to ask you again when you finish the game. Okay.
戻れるんだよな。そうじゃなくちゃ嫌だ。俺はお前をこの場から行かせない。
大丈夫だよ、ケイチ君。元の幸せな日々に戻るための起死回生、逆転の最後の一手なんだから。
Man. I don't know what she had on her mind. It began with a delusion, and it ended with a delusion. If I encouraged her too much, she'd twist it into an attack on her. The music kind of reminds me of the recorded version of My Heart Will Go On. I've never heard that. I was like that at that time. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I took Reina's goodwill as the complete opposite thing. So, I stopped denying her story. Thank you for the hydrate. This was Reina's battle. It was her lonely battle. She had to fight against her own delusion. The more we tried to help her, the more we drove her into a corner. But I would always be there for her. Whenever she needed help, she could reach me. I wanted to let her know that, so I said just one thing.
俺は最後の瞬間までレナの味方だからな。
The music shift is that Ryu found a talented composer at the time of Miyakashi. Oh, I see. Yeah, that explains a lot.
絶対にレナの味方だからな。
I've had a couple of people ask me about the music, like if I'm using the OG or the new music. Apparently I'm using a mix of both. I am playing on the 7th mod. So I hope I am using the right soundtrack. Because it doesn't really give me an option to change it. Let me see. Yeah, there's no real, like, music change option. Even if I told her to trust me, I knew she couldn't right now. I knew that, but I told her those words anyway. Even if she couldn't believe them, and if she tried to smash my head in, I'd say those words. You are more on the right music side of things? Oh, okay. I'd keep saying them until I die.
ありがとう、ケイチくん。明日でね、きっと全部終わるの。きっと私たちは勝つよ。
Reina.
そしたら、またみんなで楽しく部活をしよう。
Stop saying sad things, Reina.
みんなで。
While some music choices are mixed, a great deal are correct. Holy red flags, Batman.
私たちが一番楽しかった時を取り戻そう。
Although she wished to regain our happy time so badly, I couldn't get rid of the darkness that controlled her mind. Those are some death flags if I've ever seen them, yeah.
じゃあ、私はこれで行くね。明日の準備があるから。
To tell the truth, I didn't want to let her go. I wanted to stop her even if I had to grab her arm. But I couldn't stop her like that. If I grabbed her arm, she wouldn't trust me anymore.
待てよ、レナ。明日の準備って。
内緒。ケイチ君に協力してもらうこともあるかもしれないけど、その時はレナを助けてね。
ああ、当然だぜ。
I nodded strongly so she could tell that I was still on her side. But I didn't know what her come-from-behind victory meant at this point. The first thing I could think of is that she was going to invade the house of the Sonozaki family, which she thought was her enemy. So I called Mion to warn her after Reina left. Mion laughed bitterly and said, "Why does everybody want us to be the bad guys so much?" But she understood the situation.
いっそ悪役に徹しさせてもらってもいいよ。 レナが妙なことをしでかす前に踏んじばって病院に担ぎ込むのもいいかもしれない。
本当に最後の最後まで行ったらそれも仕方ないかもな。でもレナを信じたいんだ。最後のギリギリまで。あいつはこんなに心が追い詰められても俺をまだ信じるだけの心の強さがあるんだ。
This is like the most emotional chapter by far so far.
俺とは違う。だからきっとレナは妄想に打ち勝てるはずなんだ。
最近ケイちゃんとリカちゃんが何を言ってるのかおじさんちょっと分かりかねるんだよな。なんか最近ヘビーなことでもあったわけ？
You can say it happened lately, in a way. Yeah. I killed Mion a couple of days after the festival.
悪いな。意味のわかんない話ばっかりしちゃって。
Oh good, you're still streaming. I went to get food after the trick-or-treaters ended about an hour ago. Oh wow.
それよりレナのこと見損なったりしないでくれ。な。
そんなわけないよ。誰だってたまには心が風邪をひく時があるって。
Meaning you probably missed quite a lot. You did.
レナのこれもその程度のこと。まあちょいと熱は高いみたいだけど、すっきりケロッと治ってすぐに笑い話になっちゃうって。ケイちゃんが思ってるほど事態は悪くなってないよ。大石の大バカ野郎は自分の誤解を認めた。例の件は発生自体にも気づいてない。だからこのままレナの空騒ぎでしたってことで決着できる。
そうなのか？空騒ぎで決着できそうなのか？
Okay, major plot points I missed. Go. I'm not doing that. That's a lot to ask of me, Golden.
そういうことで決着させんのが園崎本家次期当主のミオン様の手腕じゃないの。某料亭でね、大石とおじさんが1対1で対談してなんと誤解を解いてきたわけよ。
Not for a $20 donation? Oh my god. I feel like if I don't do it, you're gonna give me the $20 anyways. And if I do it, that'll discourage you from doing it. So I'm just gonna tell you. So basically... Shoot. Okay, when did you leave? Give me an idea of what you last saw.
大石はタジタジ。いやー、おじさんもなかなかやるね。
Kate, you remembered the true power friendship when the meeting between the Mion's family and Oishi's. Okay, that makes this a lot easier. So basically, they cleared up the misunderstandings that they were after Reina, and that that they were somehow behind some parasite. They informed the police what was really happening, and they had a couple of negotiations where they gave them the scrapbooks, and the police get to question Reina, but not without a lawyer provided by the Sonozakis. Keiichi just met with Reina, and they talked about, like, they were talking about, like, trusting each other and forgiving each other. Reina's got some crazy plan that she's going to enact tomorrow, and Keiichi and Mion are doing their best to, like, make sure she doesn't, like, hurt herself or hurt anyone. That's the long and short of it. Mion bragged about her achievement, laughing loudly. I could tell she was exaggerating a little. Anyway, compared to the sense of impending doom Reina seems to be feeling, the others seem to be taking it rather easy. It was all up to Reina now. If she understood everything, she could go back to the peaceful world she wished for.
We were waiting for her to reach out to us. Just like we did by the abandoned car at the garbage dump that day. Reina, I couldn't win. But I know you can. Because you're the one who told me to have faith until the end. So I know you can win. That didn't mean that she could literally win the last battle she was talking about earlier. But Reina would win. She'd win and she'd regain her peaceful life. Nice. Now I think it's tip time, maybe? I really hope so, because I can't go for much longer. Okay, good. It was getting around the time where my parents have to go to bed. Okay, let's see. Last night.
もう明日なのです。
This is Rika's mysterious friend. Okay.
ん
Mochi just wants the tip. Hey, shut up.
私たちの命日
Huh? So the other girl's dying too, then.
今回も同じ顛末なのです。そうかしら。よく似てるけど、いろいろと違うところもあったわ。ケイチ、前のことを覚えてたし。そんなことはありえないのです。覚えているわけ、いや、知っているわけはないのです。
He could know.
あんたが絶対にありえないと言ってくれればくれるほど。じゃあこれは本当に奇跡なんだって思えるわね。
Dude, I need to know how, like, the mystery behind this stuff.
どうせ、今回もおしまいです。おしまい、かしら。もうすぐ終わる。全部終わる。そう。日暮らしの泣く頃に。
They said the name! They said the name!
Donuts.
Don't tell me.
Donuts. Donuts.
I didn't even see it! Oh my god. Oh, you're kidding me. Say the line, Bart. Oh my god. That was golden, right? Oh my god. Golden, thank you, man. You know you didn't have to do that. Like I promise. I was trying to It was your friendly neighborhood panther. Thank you, man. Like, I appreciate it. I know I hound on you a lot and we have our back and forth, Golden, but I want you to know that I always appreciate you and you're a good friend of mine. I am a man of my word. Are you a man or a panther? Was it all going to end anyway? The more often you throw a die, the closer the total will get to the average. Rika is the next chapter's protect. Really? That's gonna be interesting. When you throw when you throw a die 100 times, even if a miracle happens and you get a 6 twice or 3 times in a row, the total will average out in the end. Now pay your mods. Oh my god. Man, I hope to get to that point one day. That's a fact of statistics. Average pay is 24 an hour. But when you throw a die 100 times, the total number ranges from 100 to 600. The more you throw, the greater the likelihood.
Whoa. Hey.
Man, the greater the likelihood that the number will converge on the average. But the truth is, the more you throw, the more possible outcomes you create. There are 500 different futures you can create by throwing a die 100 times. There are 5,000 different futures you can create by throwing a die 1,000 times. There might be one future among them that enables you to actually finish this never-ending game of dice. Keiichi showed me a miracle, and it taught me that it's not a waste of effort to keep throwing the die. Don't give in to something like an average.
イラつく背中を見せるわね。どうせ今回もダメだろうって、そういう哀愁でいっぱいよ。
So the way she said that, like where she's throwing a die, could she be behind this after all? Punk the chicken and the fox. Oh my god.
私だって、どうせダメだろうと思ってる。でもね、最後のサイコロを投げるまで、私は諦めない。
And that's when I will have to explain stuff more clearly. Okay.
圭一が教えてくれた。今回は何かが違うの。だから、それを信じてみる。
リカは、本当に強いのです。
まあね。あんたよりはずっと若いし。
Don't.
リカ
Okay, so yeah, that, if it wasn't confirmed before, it's confirmed now that that wasn't Satoko. Me.
こんな時間に起きてて、夜更かしはダメでございましてよ。
The more you think about it, the more you realize that Rika is a terrible actor. The fact that she wasn't found out to be like this mysterious deity before is wild. The moment anyone susses her out, me.
ごめんなさいなのです。寝苦しかったので、星を見ていただけなのですよ。
Who's your fave main character and fave non-main character? Well, fave main character is a tie between Reina and Mion. I'm leaning more towards Reina. And non-main character, favorite non-main character. Probably be either Kasai or Oishi, because they're Chads. Kasai, yeah, okay, yeah. I think I'd have to give it to Kasai. Kasai is just too much of a Chad. Rika, oh no, my cover is almost blown. How will I escape this deadly situation? Me.
もう寝ますです。そうなさいませ。おやすみ、リカ。おやすみなのです、さとこ。
All right. That is it for today, man. That was a lot. And that was only one subchapter. Oh my god. Thank you all so much for joining me on this spoopy day, having a happy Halloween with me as we scare ourselves with the spoopiness that is the shaking dog. Your face is a subchapter. Your mom's a subchapter. Got him. You literally cannot recover from that. Minus the chapter. Hey! Now listen here, buddy boy. We're gonna raid Abby, because, why not? That is my excuse, why not? Oh, shoot, fuck. Almost messed that up. Raid. Abby Zab. This is the greatest bear raid of all time. Alright guys, thank y'all so much for joining me and having a good old grand old time with me. I really appreciate all of you, and thank you so much, Golden, for the huge generous donation. Like, I can't.
So I'll see y'all later. I hope you all have a good day. Hope everyone has a very happy Halloween if you haven't already. And have a good one. But shut up, Golden. No.
That was horrid. That was horrid. I hated that. That was